All right, welcome to Mayhem on Mandril, episode 21 of our fourth season, or outing, or whatever you want to call it. Last we left off, we had two plans. A plan for Malachi to infiltrate the ball with his aide Thaloran, or in other words, Abel Barakat, and his aide, what the heck did we name you? Who are you?
So wasn't his name also Thor?
I don't think so. We're,
No, my name was Norden Antivirus.
Antivirus, yes, of course. How could I forget our special boy?
Yeah, T-Videos.
Antivirus. I'd have like a partial map for this. Not that it's relevant. It was just bugging me that we don't have one. So I've been making it out. So we have a couple of rooms. We have the study that you guys were in, featuring your red leather chairs, your globe, your library. We have your grand foyer with the two spiral staircases on either side. We have a long dining room, ornate with many side tables, sideboards, and end tables with decorations on them. We have a conservatory with a bay view window in the rear and some more seating areas. We have a small study, and then we have a music room with a full grand piano. And then we have another side room that I haven't really named yet, and then another side room I haven't really figured out yet, so, just don't worry about it. And then we have staff build like a staff wing over on the right, and the kitchen and hiata. Rooms upstairs. I haven't done those floors yet, but now you have something. So, it is Friday, I believe, September 24th. We are mere hours away. Oh, calm down. I can never get Firefox's volume right because it always shows up so loud in the stream. I'm going to go with that. We're mere hours away from Ravenna's birthday ball. It is 12 p.m. The ball is to formally begin with the doors opening at, I believe, 6 p.m., but allow me to check my schedule. Yes, 6 p.m. arrival and reception. So, Abel has an easy invite secured as the ball, the suitor ball, is in desperate need of, well, suitors. And so with relative ease, and of course Lady DeBellum's good name, it was fairly easy to procure a spot as a potential suitor. You have a little bit of information on some of the other guests, but not a ton. You expect to see many patriarchs and matriarchs from the houses noble, including the estate houses and the proper houses. The Roshans may make an appearance. The Zaras may make an appearance. Someone who is definitely going to make an appearance is Fabrizio Falconi, who is the patriarch of the family who owns and operates Blue Falcon Delivery Service. Someone who is very, very likely going to be there is the Linnae family, the Rosewater family, and the St. Lucius family. In some fashion, all of them will show up, and you're fairly certain that the Linnaes are sending the immediate brother of Lady Linnae, Armel, as a suitor. Word on the grapevine is Armel is not exactly enthused to be there based on what he's heard about Ravenna, and is kind of stepped up his role in the family since a certain assassination of his sister, and so things are a little weird nuts. There. He's a little he's been a bit of a loose cannon, so watch out for him. The Rosewater family, they're not super relevant. Honestly, they haven't been relevant for a while. They're very close to the Linnaeus in a good way and a bad way. And they're not...
May I ask, so the Linnae family, what do they do in Lucerne? Like, what are they responsible for? Or are they just rich?
Most people will tell you they're pretty much just rich. They don't have a lot of respect from the DeBellums or a lot of people. They're very how do I explain this? They don't do much for the people. They're sort of a luxury, a family that provides luxuries in the form of, essentially, they have their mansion in the Garden District. They export a few fruits. They're not really vintners. They do gardening. They do jewelry, all stuff that rich people buy. So they have a really, really niche market, but they've made some cool stuff for Xerxes. And so, bada bing, bada boom, there you go. But do they actually like have a notable business or enterprise outside of the nobility? No, they're completely insular, and a lot of nobles don't like them because of how haughty they are.
On the Rosewaters?
The Rosewaters do the same thing the Linnaeus do, but worse. So they haven't been relevant for a long time.
Got it.
But, you know, they're still around. Then you have the St. Lucius family, who are relatively well-respected. They actually have some skilled laborers and some investment in various guilds, construction guilds. But, you know, all of the older brothers of the St. Lucius family don't like Ravenna. And so 18-year-old Victor St. Lucius has to go to this ball as a suitor because the St. Lucius family has to show up with something. So, very awkward. Not great.
I can't imagine why. No one wants to show up.
Yeah, crazy. And outside of that, you don't have any other information on suitors, but you're anticipating like 8 to 10, somewhere in that range. So there is going to be some competition, and due to your late notice arrival, you got a very hastened, shortened wrap of the agenda, as you didn't get the formal mailers per se. But Lady de Bellum was able to get you a summary, and you will be representing the de Bellum family. But you'll basically be representing House de Bellum as a showing, although the lady herself will not be in attendance as she is preoccupied. 6 p.m. is your arrival, where you will be making your way through the lobby, through the front door. Essentially, your wagon is just going to drop you off at the front door, and then all you got to do is walk. And, don't mess that up. Make it look good. But the princess isn't going to be there until a little bit later. You're walking in, and you're probably going to want to introduce yourself to the other nobility, if there are patriarchs and matriarchs there, or get to know your competition. Try to keep things friendly, above board, warm.
Are there any noble families that look like they're older? Like, I guess you said like Zara or...
Zara is notably
Roshan?
older just because Zara is Dwarven.
Okay.
Their matriarch, Lady Guillemuf Zara, who is a part of Orion's network, may be in attendance. Zara is almost certainly going to be in attendance in some fashion. It's just difficult to predict exactly who. There should ideally be representation from every noble house, but, that doesn't always happen like that. And not every noble house has a suitor to bring, so here we are. So, after that, there's going to be a few key points through the evening, and Grodger will be briefed on this as well. First is the Grand Waltz, which is where you head to the main floor. You are given a moment, turn by turn, to speak and engage with the princess, and that only lasts about 45 minutes, so it's fast when you split the time between each suitor. It's one short dance. Next, you are invited out to the balcony as the sun is setting. And it'll essentially just be another time for serving hors d'oeuvres before the formal banquet, and maybe being able to interact more organically after things have formally kicked off. Then you have the formal banquet at 7:45 with all of its courses, which you don't exactly know what's being served, but it's going to be a whole thing. 9 p.m. is where things get interesting because there's apparently a masquerade section. How that works, you don't know. But it was told to Lady de Bellum that the masquerade ball will be fully authentic, and that your identity will be completely submerged in your disguise. So you can make some more daring, risky, or whatever moves. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Well, that's that. 10 p.m. The princess announces her favorite, hopefully, ideally. And they have a last dance. If she doesn't have a favorite, oh well, but she still has to choose a last dance. And that's a very high-pressure thing for her and for everyone. And then there's a closing toast, and you all go home by 10:30. Any questions?
Wow. No.
I
All
like
right.
the going home by 10:30 part.
Yeah.
I think my thoughts are specifically, we should have coordinated what time Roger would get there, correct?
Yes. 6:23.
So part of me is actually wondering if I need to sabotage the other suitors so that Roger looks even better in comparison.
Well, you can decide whether that needs to happen.
Okay.
Currently, Roger's plan was arriving at 6:23, which is 7 minutes before the Grand Waltz and introductions, which is, something. If you have any decisions to make them now, because at 5:45 or probably at 5:30 p.m. is when I'm starting to mobilize things for stuff to be knocked over, like get the dominoes falling. So,
Okay, what time is it now?
12 p.m. You have 5.5 hours. If there's things you want to do between now and 5:30, figure them out.
Did we decide specifically on so we had was it a house wizard or something?
Yes.
Do I know how this? I think I helped him make this.
Mm-hmm.
So does it hold up to glamours? Do I know?
Does it hold up to what?
Does it hold up to like? This just means, is it basically just still a disguise self spell?
Yes. Although the disguise will hold up to physical inspection. But it's still an illusion.
It will.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just a stronger version of an illusion. It's kind of more like alter self, I think.
Okay.
Because I believe alter self holds up to physical inspection. But it is an illusion. Still.
Okay. But alter self is more of a transformation, but if it's an illusion, I think I would be trying to find out if do we have any connections? Do the Bellums have any connections to like guards or anyone who might know about the security layout?
Yes. Mainly because they defined what a lot of it looks like before it changed, but they have a pretty good awareness of what it takes to get into the inner court.
Okay. Trying to find out specifically about like anti-magic measures.
They will almost certainly exist. The question is where and when. If you're talking anti-magic fields, those aren't going to be quite as common. If they are, they're very, very localized. The most common things that you'll have, which you really shouldn't encounter as Malachi, arcane locks, warding glyphs, guards and wards. Pretty much nowhere you should be going should have any of those things. If you run into those things, you've done something wrong. Groger is going to potentially, I mean, even then with his entrance, he shouldn't really run into anything. The thing that's relevant for everyone is that, not perhaps surprising, the Debellums confirm, at least as what they had set up, they do have a magical alarm system that forms essentially an invisible barrier over the royal court. And they have people whose pretty much sole job it is to work as CCTV operators, using magical sensors to ensure that things are as they should be. And you are also very unlikely, and this is a new thing, very unlikely to be able to teleport, plane shift, or do any of those similar shenanigans within the royal court.
Okay.
I'm fighting a moth. In real life.
I'm so sorry. The only other thing you may encounter is arcane eyes, which used to be physical sensors that would be placed around. Xerxes seems to have gotten rid of them and upgraded them to horrifying invisible eldritch sensors that exist in the ethereal plane and can see you and you can't see them. So that's like chasing ghosts, and it's a little more, I don't want to say, it's still in the rumor stage, but it's fairly well substantiated.
Hmm.
But there's no way of knowing whether those are present or not.
I think I would also want to know, like, I don't know if you would know this, but like, a guard rotation.
No, that's it. Within the royal court, it was completely like gutted. Reinhardt has that way down. So, and the Debellums have no association with Reinhardt.
Right. Okay. Mm, I guess in my discussion with DeLorean, we would kind of just discuss like signals, like if something's up, a way to let you know, hey, something's up.
I just hear from across the hall. Hey,
Like a-
something's up.
like a safe word. The safe word is,
Mhm.
hey, something's up.
So who all is wearing the earrings?
That's a good question. You got the two pairs. You have the good pair that I'm presuming you'll be wearing, and then the pair that doesn't look good but functions.
We're using that
I thought
with
Grudger
the
was
Grudger.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You said the
Grudge.
janky ones are with Grudger?
Yeah, he's going to be wearing one, and either Rainy or Sable are going to be wearing the other.
Okay. And question,
Mhm.
are these able to interact with each other? Like, can we put them on the same frequency?
Currently, no. They only go to one another.
You didn't ask for that. That wasn't on the sheet.
It wasn't on the spec sheet, so the software developers didn't factor it in. If you wanted that, it would have had to happen during discovery, and we would have written it into the SRS document.
Hmm. I make a note to hire more innovators.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, I think I should do it.
Okay. Are we ready to jump to 5:30?
Ooh.
Okay.
I've
Well,
been
ladies.
just to confirm. I
Yes.
have been learning the dances and all that.
Oh
stuff,
yeah,
right?
yeah. You're not gonna have any trouble with that. I don't.
Okay.
I don't imagine. Not with your upbringing. It's very simple. They're only gonna do waltzes. You don't even know if Ravenna's a good dancer. Last you knew, I don't think the answer. I think the answer was no. She's not. But you know, who knows?
Hold on. That's actually very important.
Well, time has passed. She's gotten older, and who knows?
If she's not, I might want to not be as well.
Well, let's hope you don't get picked first. Okay. Are we ready for it to be 5:30?
Yeah, because it's a brand new day. I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
It's
it up front.
7:48.
Don't care.
I'm taking subtle spell
Mm-hmm.
as a meta magic for this.
Yep. Okay. The time has come. 5:30 approaches. The final preparations are made, and TV Roos is drilled on the pleasantries and things he needs to take up as a guardsman. He will be dressed. I'm going to make him yellow because he will be dressed in the official Debellum colors as a guard. Abel Barakat is ready to go. Everything's going according to plan. Cagliari has a target and is ready to move. Grodger starts violently throwing up.
Okay. Is this a problem, or is this just...
This is bad. As he's getting ready, you wonder first if it's nerves, but He's sweaty. He's clammy. His eyes are sunken. And he is having a very bad time.
I'm going to use 5 points of lay on hands to cure disease
Okay.
or poison.
Okay. It doesn't
Does it work?
No.
So it's not disease or poison.
No.
What?
If you'd like to deduce, you can attempt to figure out what's going on.
Okay. With what?
Like a medicine check.
Medicine. I got a natural 1 for 1.
You have literally no idea what's wrong with you. That should fix anything short of like mega death kill diseases. And you really don't think it's possible for him to have a mega death kill disease. It would make more sense if he just started dying.
Huh. Wait, why is he at the... Oh, never mind.
I mean, he is here. He's throwing up somewhere. I haven't figured out where and if there's a bathroom. I'm sure there's a bathroom or a latrine.
Well, I wouldn't... This is the mansion? This is the...
This is the mansion, the DeBella mansion.
Gotcha. I thought this was the ball.
Oh,
I thought...
no. Dear Lord, we're not ready for that yet. That's going to be a whole thing.
Okay. I'll use my divine sense to detect good and evil.
Okay. Yeah, nothing.
Is it? Huh. Hey!
Some help with that?
Someone else! I tried all my things!
I'll go see if I can figure out what's wrong with him.
Okay. Would you like to make a medicine check?
Oh,
Yeah, hold on, I don't even have my page open. Hold on.
Mhm.
Medicine.
if I'm there, I can help. I'm kind of smart.
You are kind of
Can
smart.
he help?
You can
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
can give him
help.
advantage, yeah.
Oh, I got 14.
Okay.
Oh, you rolled. Okay.
Okay. All right, then you just roll once, John.
Well, but what if I already rolled twice?
I'll give
Oh
him
my
help.
gosh.
I'll give
Oh,
him the help action.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
The
you
highest
already
number I
tried.
got was a 20.
Because I called for
No,
him.
Okay.
Okay.
So the highest number you got was a 20 out of this whole thing.
Yeah, I rolled twice.
Okay.
Got 20.
All of the clerics and divine people, the men and women of the cloth gather around to try to figure out what is wrong with Grodru, who is nonverbal, puking in the toilet, sweating profusely, and now shaking. His list of symptoms seems to continue growing. After much searching, you are fairly certain he is having an anxiety attack.
Pussy.
Alright, get this guy a beacon of hope stat.
Push 2 cc's of Beacon of Hope.
Oh damn it! I could have taken that, but I don't have anything.
That's a whole ass third level spell. I'm not using that.
I'm just gonna charm person him.
You're gonna charm him? Okay.
I
That
could
would be
cast
funny. And
Hold
I think it
person.
would work, right?
Well, you can certainly try.
Branding smite.
Would you? Oh gosh, would you like to attempt to cast charm person?
If it is charm, the charm regards you as a friendly enemy. I don't think that would actually help.
Mm-hmm.
What about this? Will this do anything? What if I just give him guidance? I think that'll help.
Can I walk by where this is happening?
Oh yeah. You walk by while the 3 people are with Grodger, who is currently in the latrine, in the washroom, just not having a good time. Doors are open, and they're all gathered around him, trying various things.
Well, this is unusual. What's happening here?
I think he's just kind of freaking out.
It appears he's healthy.
Oh.
I mean, it's bad though.
Have an anxiety attack or something.
Yes, going to a bowl can do that.
We should definitely keep surrounding him and poking him.
This is a good
I
idea.
was going to suggest I was going to suggest quite the same. How about we let him breathe a little bit, and uh, perhaps we can just talk through everything with him, help reassure him.
Okay.
You got this.
Okay, great. Unfortunately, this is gonna be an instance. You know, you can do what you can do. You can try to talk to him, but for meta reasons, you're not allowed to roll. Grouger is in an inconsolable state.
It will be for the next
It will
roughly
be
an hour.
for the next real life 1 hour and 5 minutes. What this actually means is he's gonna need some time. You attempt to talk through things with him. He's not exactly hyperventilating, but he's still sweating. He's still clammy. He's thrown up enough that there's probably no food in his system. After some time, Luna and Adam come over. They get him some food, and they say just let him take a nap, get some rest in the study if he can. Just not worry about it, and we'll just see how he does. Just let him process it. And so Grouger's not doing good. He's gonna need time, and unfortunately that means Sable's departure time of 5:45 to get primed and ready, get in spot, scout the location, and confirm before leaving the building at probably like 6:15 to do the whole ordeal with Rainey. That is theoretically now behind schedule. But unfortunately, we are at the point where Abel and Antivirus need to leave, like now, if they're gonna get there on time. So, it looks like Roger's gonna be very fashionably late.
Hey, don't worry. We got this. It'll be fine. Have fun.
I should have taken calm emotion.
That
not,
actually probably worked.
Compelled to
I'm
duel.
not. I'm not exactly thrilled about this scenario, but we must go.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, your carriage is ready. Jacques shakes your hand and sees you off. He says, "Good luck, messieurs. I pray the best for you." And
Maybe
your
blessings
carriage,
be on all of us.
your carriage is ready to go. It's you and Antivirus against the world. Are you ready?
Yeah.
As ready as we're
Okay.
going. Are there any flowers in her garden, by the way?
Lady de Bellum's garden? Yes.
Steal one of her flowers.
Yeah, I think there are, what are they called? Oh my goodness, what are they called? Alright, hold on. Oh, everybody wait. I gotta look something up.
Chrysanthemums.
Nope. Just gotta look something up. And I'm not gonna say what I'm looking up, because I'll get made fun of.
Rose.
No, it's not that.
Tulips.
I think it's a daisy. Let me just confirm.
Easy.
Daisy's like a little tiny yellow circle, little white petals all around it.
Yeah, but there's.
It's like a little tiny sunflower looking thing.
I think that should be it. What the heck? I can't do no control F. Oh, Firefox control F shows up at the bottom. Okay, it's all right. This is bad. It is not
My
a daisy.
ears.
I'm sorry. It's not a daisy. What the heck is it called? Where is it? Marigold. It's a marigold, guys. They have marigolds. Beautiful yellow marigolds.
Neat.
I'll get permission, and if I can,
You
I'll
can.
just take a.
You may.
I'll take a few.
A few golden marigolds. Okay, cool. All right. And so, you depart from Manor Hill on the road leading south. Wait, I saw many messages. What is this? Oh, he sent me the whole thing. Look at that. Oh, it was on here. Look at that. That's funny. Yeah, I was full transparency. I was looking up the Plants vs Zombies plants. So I was like, what's that
Wow.
one? What's that one that gives you gold?
Hey, you don't have to admit things, you know.
I just thought it was funny, so I admitted
That is
it.
good.
The one that gives you gold is the sunflower.
That gives you sun. Nice try. The silver quarter you pass by.
Oh, you're talking about the new shit.
No, this was in the original Plants vs Zombies. It's the one in the Zen Garden that gives you gold. Anyways, you make your way down the road past the Guild Quarter into East Lucine. You make your way around King Street, and eventually you find yourselves approaching Gate Road. And you pass the spiraling hill, past the Mage's Towers, and eventually make your way to the Grand Gatehouse. Your carriage is approved. You never exit. Your guards handle everything, and soon enough you find yourself on the Royal Courts promenade. And eventually your carriage pulls up past the Green Center courtyard and stops right outside after a line of carriages. It is 6 p.m. exactly. And there are a number of people outside. This is a dev room. Ignore they're not here. They're all T-posing. They're not actually here. Don't worry about it. All right.
It's loaded in advance.
So that way it saves resources on the server. You know how it is. Antivirus. Abel Barakat and Antivirus. You pull up to the function. Welcome. I'm just gonna move them further down. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Beside you, in the carriage just ahead of you, which seems to have just pulled in, is the carriage branded with the heraldry of the St. Lucius family. I think it is time. I don't know how I'm going to organize this, or maybe I'll just pull them up one by one, even though that's going to be a little bit obnoxious. Y'all need to get to see the coat of arms of all of our noble houses here. Welcome
Yay!
to the St. Lucius coat of arms, courtesy of Coat of Arms Maker, coamaker.com. I love this website. This website is great. It's perfect, and it is my favorite. Victor St. Lucius steps out of his vehicle, and you get to observe your first suitor. Allow me to describe him to you. He is, in fact, quite young and rather small, and not very confident looking. He has short brown hair, which is slicked completely down and back, pale blue eyes, and rather weak facial features. He's wearing a poet shirt, inside of which is a red rose, black pants, and black and white loafers, which are very, very nice. As he steps out of his carriage, he is joined by a courtier wearing the red and white tabard, which contains the same heraldry that I just showed you. Victor walks over to you and says, "Oh, what's this kid's accent? Yeah, there he is. Hello, I'm Victor St. Lucius."
Pleasure to meet you.
The same. You're with the DeBellums.
Yes, my brother married into the family, and finer family we could not have hoped to be more associated with.
Yes, that's great. It's excellent to have you and see you. I have the utmost respect for your family. Are you Adam's brother?
I am. I suspect I've been told we share a bit of a familial resemblance, of course.
Yes,
of course, we don't sound alike because I have, truthfully, always been an admirer of the Lucinian culture.
I have to... Well, before we get into conversation, shall we walk in together?
Oh, absolutely.
Great, great. Yes. Lucine is a very interesting place, and I imagine quite different from... you hail from Tarshiv, yes?
I do, but I've traveled a lot as well, so...
I wish I could say the same. Alright, you pull up to the door, which swings open for you by two guards, and you enter the royal ballroom, whatever it's called. I have like an official name for it somewhere. What is this stupid building called? Where is it? You know what? Maybe I do. Oh, you know, I don't have it written down. No, it doesn't matter. It's a very fancy building. It's used for balls. It's a whole thing. It's the Royal Lucinian something something. Everything that Xerxes touches is the Royal Lucinian something. All right. As you enter the grand foyer, you are greeted with a most glorious of displays. Everything in here is so pale, but there are accents of yellow, a few of red of the furniture on either side. There is what appears to be a drape, a golden drape separating you from another room that seems to have quite a lot of activity in it. You're not exactly sure what. Below you is a lounge featuring a few suitors who apparently have already arrived. You recognize one as what can only be Armel Lene, and the other one you're not sure yet. And I will describe them as you see them in more detail. But for now, you are welcomed in. One of the servants says, please make yourself at home. Suitors, make your way down here, and any of the courtiers, nobility, please head up. So they are funneling all of the suitors into a room. You are allowed to take with you one courtier. Otherwise, everybody else goes up yonder. So, your first choice. Are you keeping Antivirus with you, or are you sending him with the other courtiers?
I will keep him with me.
Okay. Victor will do the same, and you both make your way down. And as you do, he confides in you, leaning over, just being very quiet, says, I must confess I'm rather nervous. But, this is all very new to me. Have you done many events like this?
No.
Okay, well.
Can I do an insight check?
Yes.
Insight. 24.
This is a scared kid out of his depth, and he's looking for someone to latch onto.
I say, I don't know if one is truly ever prepared, regardless of experience, to undertake what we are currently attempting at this moment.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
The princess is, from what I've heard, is a thing unto herself.
A thing unto herself, indeed. Amer Lene, you must be the Tarsivian. He extends a limp hand to you.
I return it and give him a firm handshake.
Okay, he retracts his hand, not too quickly, not too gracefully, and not all too interested in what you've just given him. Oh, and the St. Lucius boy, the last runt of your father's pack to attempt this grand endeavor. And he goes, he doesn't even extend a hand. And he says, this is ridiculous. Well, take a seat anywhere. Just don't get anything dirty. And he stares at Abel as he says that. And then walks back. Meanwhile, the other guy says, I am Adrian Rosewater. Pleasure. Your name?
Abel Barakat.
Abel. Okay. And Victor, good to see you. You've gotten a lot, well, a little bit taller.
That
was a laugh.
And I say, and you, sir, Adrian, I also go by Abel. I'm not so I'm not so attached to my name that a different pronunciation would offend me.
Well, if you have no preference, Abel, Abel, it's all well. I suppose we can do. Abel, I guess good to have you. We'll see how this evening progresses. You are with the Debellums, yes?
Yes.
Oh,
I must confess, it is a little bit.
Armel shoots a jealous eye over at you.
I must confess, it is quite something to have their prestige go so far in advance of my arrival.
Yes,
I
it is a great gift.
My
also-
aim tonight is to not do them injustice.
Yes, I would, in a way, envy your position, but it is also very harrowing. So I wish you the best in tonight's events. I think I am going to go find the man hiding the hors d'oeuvres from me. Excuse me. And then he makes his way out.
Is he? What does man look like?
He's a little chubby. He has a very well-groomed short beard and light brown hair. And I think, oh yeah, I don't really have much on what he's wearing, but he should be wearing dark greens with some gold highlights. No, yeah, there it is. It's right here. I'm just blind. He has a gold rose, a green vest, dark green pants, and gorgeous, shiny leather brown boots. As for Armel, he is now leaning over in his chair, sipping a glass of white wine. And this guy's, well, he stands out. He has an all-white suit, very fancy clogs, a ruff, and a ornate, like, absolutely stunning blue lily popping off of his white suit jacket. So he looks very, he's serious business. And he's got a real sharp, attractive face with 5 o'clock shadow and long, slick-back blonde hair. This guy means business.
I'm trying to figure out if Malachi would seem as a threat, or if Malachi is like, he's not in my league.
Yeah.
Because he has to adjust. He has to anticipate.
Mm-hmm.
If he... Okay, so Malachi... Okay, here's what's going to happen. Malachi would know that he would consider this guy to be like somewhat close to his territory. So he'll do what people always do, and he'll attempt to be friendly to him.
Oh, of course.
And go over.
Of course. As you walk over, he just kind of looks at you. He makes eye contact. He doesn't say anything. He just palms his glass. Victor will just sheepishly follow you.
Any chance I know what kind of wine he's drinking? Or from whom?
Ooh. Roll for me. Oh, what should you roll for this? Nothing that suits this. Why don't you just roll history for me?
Oh, dang it. 14. No, 8, actually.
An 8?
Yes.
So your father has owned vineyards. You know a lot about wine. Red wine. The wine that your dad and mom both liked and bonded over and would sample. You are not a white wine family. I don't know. The word like Pinot Grigio comes to your mind.
Okay.
You know that's a real popular one, but you know that's kind of all you got.
So I'll say to him, I must confess, in my travels, wine has become something of a interest of mine, and I'm always interested in the tastes of those who sample good wine. What do you think of this one?
Well, the Semillon is perhaps a little parliamentary, but I find it suitable for an occasion as this, particularly with the hors d'oeuvres being served this evening. I myself prefer a Pinot Grigio. This guy's basic, but not all have my palate. The beauty of wine is that it is tailored very much to the person. Wine is a very personal thing. What works for me may not work for you, and it may mean your tastes are inferior, but this is a way of life.
Well, truly, who is to know? But rather,
I must confess.
Raises an eyebrow.
I must confess. I'm not surprised at seeing you here. Given your standing and given by the sharpness of your vestiture, I suppose you intend tonight to leave here ready to be the prince.
I am not sure that is what I desire, but I am here to do a job, and I take my job very seriously.
And I can tell. And may I say, I appreciate that as well.
Uh-huh. I'm so enamored by your appreciation. He takes a deep sip from his glass.
Well, not that you have to, but I just imagine that with you potentially leading your house, so much of the responsibility has fallen to you. I just know that pressure often requires some compassion. That is all I intend.
Compassion did not help my sister. She was a victim of vengeance. Vengeance is a word I prefer to take. Strength, not compassion. Compassion is weakness. Xerxes knows this.
Interesting.
You should learn it quickly. We are not your friends. And do not think that just because someone is friendly to you that they are your friend. Monsieur, you are clearly new to this game. There are no friends here. We are not brothers. We are not comrades. You are prey, and I am a predator. Get in my way. There will be problems.
He's a predator?
And pray tell, what type of predator are you?
I pray you don't have to find that out, monsieur.
And I also hope
He's not.
that
He's
you
just
recall-
walking away while you're talking. He doesn't care.
I'm not sorry anymore.
No. I'm...
The hors d'oeuvres guy
Can
comes
I-
over, and Adrian goes for one.
Can I... So, alright.
Mhm.
Rules as written.
Mhm.
My telekinetic shove has no, indication.
Mm-hmm.
It is just an invisible push.
Okay.
Yeah?
I mean, yeah.
It's not a spell, technically. That's what I'm
Correct,
saying.
correct.
'Cause I don't... So...
Don't.
And Tiberus sees what you're about to do, puts his hand on your shoulder.
I look at antivirus and I go, thank you. I needed that.
Wait until he's doing the dance and then do it.
And I just kind of whisper to antivirus,
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe how snobby some of these people are. Trust me, living among them was terrible. I'm sure you've never had to experience it, but oh god.
All right.
I was like, now would you fetch me some wine?
Of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fetch him some wine. I
You
guess.
gotta find the wine guy, Antivirus. Roll for me an investigation to find the wine guy.
All right, rolling investigation to find
All
the
right.
wine guy.
Well, Antivirus walks out. A man wanders in,
Find the wine guy.
looking relatively lost. He doesn't look like he should be here, but he is. He's got long reddish brown hair, a full beard, again pretty well maintained, bright brown eyes. He's got like a kind of weird half smile on him as he's like scanning the room. He's wearing a bard shirt, which is a little underdressed for the occasion, with faded blue and red shoulder frills. He is armed with a rapier on his side. He's the only person you've seen that is currently carrying a weapon, and instead of shoes, he's wearing a rather rugged set of boots. Well maintained, but also well worn. He looks around and he says, is this where the suitors are supposed to meet? Hello? Anyone? You're all suitors, yes? He's looking around the room. He's spinning and pointing at people.
I walk towards him.
Okay. Oh, hello.
Yes. Hello.
You don't work here, right?
No.
Where are all the... I was supposed to... There was supposed to be an itinerary. That's apparently the room of... Those are all... They're all so rich. There's patriarchs. There was a woman in there, must be 100 years old.
Hello.
You're a suitor, right?
Yes, I am today.
Okay, so I'm in the right place.
You are.
Okay.
Are you also here as a suitor?
I'm pretty sure, yes. It was all very confusing. Well, let's start. I'm Duke Longshire, and he extends a hand. Do you receive his hand?
I do.
Okay. All right.
Do I know anything of him?
No, you've never seen this man in his life. In your life.
Okay.
He doesn't even, look like anyone you've seen before. He looks like...
And
you can't even place his ethnicity. Like, you don't know what the heck his deal is.
And are you a Lucine native?
He audibly laughs and goes, No. I'm a businessman, and I had received an invitation actually through, and then in walks into the room Reginald Armistice. I don't know if you will I don't know if you'll recognize him, honestly.
I might have known the name though.
You might. But as he walks into the room, Duke Longshire rolls his eyes while talking to you. Goes, they are Armistice.
I've definitely heard at least of the Armistices.
Yes, certainly. And he says it under his breath as Reginald walks in and immediately just starts looking around the room at the art and talking to no one with his arms crossed and an annoyed look on his face. And that's about all that's going on. What did you get on your investigation check, buddy? And TV risk?
What did I get? 17.
17? Okay, you relatively quickly find the white wine guy after he does, move all around the room, goes in an area that you're not sure if you're allowed to go into, but you are. You're pretty sure he's in there. Do you want to go in there? You probably won't get in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way through the curtain. Some people turn your attention to you. There's a quiet murmur. This is a room. This is an absolute room of characters. So, in the right corner is a whole clump of people. Lionel Reinhardt's here. That man you recognize, extremely tall. There's a dragonborn. There's an extremely old dwarven woman wearing House Zara info. There's a younger dwarf girl wearing Zara stuff. There's a billion courtiers around there. You don't know who they are. Oogly Boogly's just kind of sitting on a table, eating hors d'oeuvres. What are the hors d'oeuvres? What is he eating? Where's my list of hors d'oeuvres? This is important. Oh yeah, he is just devouring puff pastries. He has a whole half thing of puff pastries, and you don't exactly know how he got a whole tray of them, but they're going bye-bye. So that's happening. And then in the corner is Narif Roshan, which seems to be a bunch of people associated with him that he's having a involved conversation with. And the guy serving the wine guy, if you will, is just making his way around the room with the platter, and you're gonna have to probably go up to him, but he's just serving this large clump of people having murmured conversation.
Yeah, I'll walk up to him.
Okay. Wine, monsieur?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
for
very good. Yes.
For my company.
Mm-hmm.
What do you recommend?
This is all the same.
Uh-huh.
Wine selections
just give
will
me
not be
whatever.
expanded until after the hors d'oeuvres.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I understand. Thank you.
All right, Lionel Reinhardt eyes you up as you walk around him. As you make your way further
Adam
back.
Smasher.
All right, you make your way back and find Abel talking with some guy who looks like a bard. You got his description. You don't know what he is. And he goes, "Oh, you have a court attendant. I should have brought a court attendant, I guess. Well, he didn't bring a court attendant. Well, this, I feel, is going to be a very interesting evening. Okay.
Yes, I anticipated as well. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Yes, yes, I wish you the best. Abel, right? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And I'll take Antivirus aside.
Yeah.
Right. As you were searching around for wine, did you find anything? Have you seen anything suspicious?
Antivirus.
Sorry, I was fixing something. What was that?
I was saying, as you were searching around for wine, did you stumble upon anything?
Not really, no. Just people hanging out.
Did you know any of them? Are they important looking? Should I head over there?
I mean, do I know the big guy?
Oh, yeah.
Where would I have seen him?
Well, actually, hold on. It was SF that interacted with him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where would you have seen him? You definitely know that that's Reinhardt. You might not know his first name, but that is Xerxes' general.
Vesper could have drawn a picture of him.
He's not easy to miss. He's like 7 feet tall.
Adam Smasher.
Yeah. He's massive.
Well, there's that big general guy, I think. Reinhardt.
Wait, is this pomp and circumstance?
Maybe. Don't worry about it. It's definitely pomp and circumstance. March number 1, upper 9, number 1, yep, that 39. It's a whole play. There's lots of classics on here. It will get me copyright claims, but I don't care. Also, the second that NTV mentions Reinhardt, you notice an individual in the corner who bears a striking resemblance to Lionel. Striking.
Roykin.
All the suitors have arrived, allegedly.
Okay, I'll say Antivirus. Stay close to me. I believe things will get started soon. My hope there is that at some point we can get some information about my mother as well while we're here.
Right.
Okay. What are you doing now?
I think we're just going to hang out with St. Lucius for a little bit.
Okay, cool. Rosewater is sitting down where, what's his name? Arnell was. Longshire is kind of leaning against a table, eating grapes.
Alright.
Alright. So, I think it's about time for Cagliari to get going. So, Cagliari.
Oh.
What do you got going on?
I don't know. How's Grodger doing? Is he still?
Oh, he's bad. He's not good.
Well, I'll just dump him with Sable and say good luck.
Okay, you dump Grodger with Sable, and you say good luck. Your mission, as you have chosen to accept, is to infiltrate the private meeting between Martin de Lumiere and Lord Aemon Blackthorn, who Grodger successfully deduced as occurring in the top room of the Auxiliary Guild Hall. After an intense and probably 45-minute investigation in Dragon's Roost, which involved snooping around, observing buildings, confirming, reviewing notes that he had of the city, and perhaps other things which have not been verbally disclosed. Is it time?
Nah.
Okay. So anyways, back to the ball. It was a
Yeah, I mean, I
rhetorical
guess-
question. It's time.
It's time.
Your disguise is what?
I don't. It's just. I guess I kind of look a little sketchy, but not like so sketchy that I would get stopped on the street.
Like so sketchy that I
Like-
get stopped on the street.
I got
Like
like a
that.
hood up, mask up.
Okay, wait,
Yeah,
let me add this.
a little sketchy, but not so sketchy that I would get stopped on the street. You got it.
Got like a hood up, a mask up me. Okay, cool. All right. Your disguise is complete. You begin making your way to Dragon's Roost. Walking at a normal pace, I presume.
I mean, yeah, if I have time.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of time. You got plenty of time. Now let me just review your notes as to what you have. The most up-to-date information on exactly what you're disrupting. Martin de Lumiere is meeting with Aemon Blackthorn. Topic unknown, rather hush-hush. And you have to find some way to the top floor of this building, which you may recall is enhance image, scroll image. Ugh. This little building here with the triangular roof and the big triangular window. You
Yeah.
get to that top floor, which is depicted here on this corner.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're scouting it out. You're a little far away. You're on the street. You're just chilling. There's a little bit of activity tonight still, so it's not hard to just, chill, look busy. There's a couple people smoking. There's a couple people seemingly playing card games on the side. You're right next to the Gamblers Hall on that corner just down here. So, you're still many, many feet away from the building, and it's relatively quiet. As you get a little bit closer, you do see there are, in fact, guards posted at the front door. Only two.
Mhm.
Only two. And there doesn't really appear to be much activity other than that. Now, this is a main road on the left, and in fact, just for clarity, I will depict that here. This is the road into Stonekeep. And then to the south, sort of just off the map below the courtyard, is the road up to the Red Wizard's Tower, which is pretty much empty. But there is a little bit of activity on that road too. Not too much. It doesn't seem like there's much traffic now, but it's something to consider. And it's just now getting to the point where it is dark. You have a little bit of time to scout, but if you want to do this over the cover of darkness, you're going to have to keep this to a canvas for a little bit and kill some time. Is there anything you would like to do in your final preparation canvassing the scene?
Yeah, we were talking about finding a way for me to climb up and get within 30 feet of the window so I can Misty Step through it. Can I start looking at possible ways to do that?
Yes, I would like you to roll investigation.
No. You hate me.
I do.
I got a 4.
This freaking sucks. These guys are just standing here. You stand here for about 20 minutes. They don't move. They barely blink. They barely even look at each other. They're not moving, which means getting to the front face of the window, you're going to have to do it from somewhere else, and you can't see anywhere that would be easy to do that for a while. Getting a little darker. You don't want to hang around too much. It might start to look suspicious if you get noticed. But you could attempt to repeat the investigation roll and maybe look a little suspicious, but get info you need. Or you could get out of here until it's a better time to make things happen.
Okay, would I be rolling to not look suspicious, or?
I would have you roll stealth, and they would roll perception.
Okay, I'm pretty good at that, so I'll do another investigation.
Okay, so
and
Kick
stealth.
me off with a stealth roll.
Well, the investigation failed, so let's make sure I don't get caught here.
Oh, boy.
I got a 13.
13
This is
on
not good.
Stealth and a 1 on investigation. Okay.
I am hated.
As you are canvassing the place again, trying to keep out of the guard's view and just look at the building, as you're walking down the main road, one of the guards looks over at you, doesn't exactly raise an eyebrow, but makes direct eye contact with you. Which means if you hang around, you're gonna get pegged as being suspicious. He's not on your case now.
I'm gonna scamper off.
All right, you gonna scamper south, or you want to go up to Stone Keep? Because you got to make it look like you gotta be going somewhere.
Why would I be? What's at Stone Keep?
Stone Keep is just further north, and it's away from the front. It's more of an industrial district. Zara and Zara stonemasons are there. There's some apartments there, and the Lucinian Royal Forge is there. There's
I'll
not
head
a whole lot of
south.
foot traffic there. Okay.
And I'll start planning that escape route we were chatting about the other day.
Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. Here's gonna be your issue. The escape route you can get pretty easy eyes on because I mean there's really not much going on. The issue is those two guards. Escaping as in jumping out the window and then making the leap onto the top of the houses at the top of Wilkinsboro, easy. You just need to nail the jump. It is not an easy jump by any means, but it should be doable. You're a satyr. It should be doable.
Yeah, I have mirthful leaps.
Exactly. So that is not a problem. The issue is you haven't found anything to aid you in the entrance at this point. And even though you can easily scale the facade of the building with all of its, various greeblings, those two guards obviously aren't just gonna let that happen. You'd have to find a way to get up to the second floor without them noticing, and then it might be easier for you to get through the window.
Right.
You just don't know how to do that.
Right.
So, think through what you want to do. If there's anything you want to do now in like the next 10 seconds that you can think of, great. Otherwise, I'm going to go back to the group while it continues to grow dark, and then we'll jump back to you.
Don't have anything right now.
Okay. Back to the ball while Cagliari figures out what she's going to do.
I mean, if I alert them, how bad is that?
That's a great
I'm
question.
gonna be causing a huge ruckus
But,
after like 30 seconds.
After things settle down and all the suitors have arrived, the entrance of the princess is announced, and a herald opens the main door and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, introducing this evening, the royal princess, heir to Lucine, Ravenna Nacht." And at this point, all of the courtiers, all of the old people, what a perfect little theme.
I thought you queued that up on purpose.
Absolutely not. This is just a 2-hour playlist of ballroom type music because I'm lazy.
He is
Get
here.
pranked. Xerxes walks Ravenna in to, we won't say thunderous applause, but polite, courteous, and audibly heard applause. And suitors, now would be your time to, get moving, get on the ball. And so a number of the suitors walk up, politely clapping. Adrian Rosewater shovels a few more hors d'oeuvres in his mouth and makes his way over. Duke Longshire goes, "Oh, I guess I should pay attention to this." And I'm guessing you guys are going to go up as well? Flow with the crowd, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Malachi's muted.
Well, Ravenna's here. She takes a bow, and it takes some time as the king and his daughter make their way around politicking with the individuals that are here. Right now, it seems they're spending a lot of time talking to the people that were in that other room, who, Malachi, now you actually get a view on. Roll for me perception, unless, you can make your way into the foyer, but at this point, the guards are pretty much holding you in this room while introductions are being made.
My passive perception won't help, will it?
Oh, what is it?
16.
You can see some things with that. Is that good enough for you?
I'll roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have just used my passive.
This is the danger. What'd you get?
I can see. I got a 28.
You got a 7? Oh, you can see very little through the crowds of people other than Ravenna and Xerxes' hulking frame blocking the other people. And TV Roos, your perception was?
28.
28. Well, unfortunately,
So
you just see all the people you saw before. Lionel's here,
Yep.
the Dragonborn's here, the two dwarf women are talking to Ravenna, the really old guy's here. There's an extremely old woman in the corner that you saw there. And then there's that weird oogly boogly guy, the like lizard type. You don't know what he is, if he's a lizard or a Dragonborn. He's just kind of green, and he's got a fez on. He's still going crazy on the cream puffs.
So I'm gonna lean. I'm gonna kind of like. I'm standing a little bit ahead of Antivirus and just kind of lean back and just sort of. I'm having a hard time seeing. Are you able to see further ahead?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been like zoning out.
Stop it.
Oh, I was just saying I'm having a hard time seeing. If you wouldn't mind, just describe to me what's if you can see further ahead than I can. It's just a little difficult around all these people.
I mean, it's just Xerxes walking Ravenna in. Everyone's talking to everyone. We're all kind of enamored. That green guy's eating in the corner again.
What do you mean a green guy?
There's a frog.
No.
Frog?
Incredible. All right.
Yeah.
I need to check one thing before I get too deep into this. Okay. Xerxes, as he finishes making his introductions, scans the room, and looks over at the crowd of suitors, and
I know. I can. Let me roll a wisdom saving.
okay,
For what?
it's okay. I need to check some stat blocks anyways for this. This is very, very important.
I got an 11.
Okay.
And I was trying to figure out if I'm able to hide my expression when I see him.
Well, there's a bigger issue. He's
Okay.
not able to hide his expression as he sees you. You catch
Uh-oh.
him freak out a little bit, catch his face, and then attempt to scan his eyes away from you as if he didn't see what he just saw.
He's
But
got
I
a true
caught
sight.
You caught that. And
I'm about to make my dream come true.
then he takes off one of his rings and makes another glance over and sort of subtly nods and then puts his ring back on. And then he says something quietly to Ravenna, who then looks at him extremely excited.
We knew what his rings were, right? But we have that as a list.
You had some of
No.
his rings.
Most of them. I think we know 6 of the 8.
Beta
So I'm gonna
gave you
lean
some of the
back.
rings.
I'm gonna lean back
Yep.
and say, I think we've. Do I need to roll stealth or anything for other people to not hear this or no?
That's a great question.
We've
Probably
been
yes.
made.
You should do
Sorry,
that.
don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
All right, I'm just going to, within my cloak, like or whatever I'm wearing,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of point at him,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm just gonna use message
Okay.
and say, I think I've been made by Xerxes. And I just kind of like am mumbling it under my breath.
Yep.
I'm wearing a
Oh, no,
mask.
sorry,
I look
sorry,
at him
sorry,
surprised, but
Sorry.
Well,
This is what I
that's
say. This is what I say. I say, that Xerxes, that King Xerxes, it's like he can literally see right through me.
Yeah, then
nod.
St. Lucius goes up to you and goes, I know, right? He's so scary.
We know 4 of them.
But I was sending that directly to Antividus.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, cool. All right, well, Ravenna and Xerxes make their way up out of sight, and at this point, everybody sort of clumps up. The last hors d'oeuvres are served, and only a few minutes are going to pass before the ballroom doors are going to be opened.
Hors d'oeuvres?
Yeah. There's been hors d'oeuvres, guys,
Okay.
going all around. I guess I didn't technically announce it. The hors d'oeuvres are figs with honey.
No,
delicate
you
puff
did. You've
pastries.
just been saying it a little bit weird, and so I wasn't sure if it was something else. Okay.
No, it's just I've been saying it French because Armel Lene was saying it, so it's au devoir. Au devoir. But it's figs with honey, puff pastries, chilled seafood bites.
Hors d'oeuvres. They would still
d'oeuvres.
pronounce it that way.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Hate the French. Au devoir. Au d'oeuvres. Anyways, it's about 6:30. It's about time for the grand waltz. The doors are about to open. All right, well, Lene is going to buckle himself, sort of wipe down his suit, straighten himself out, straighten his collar, all of the things. The doors open, and he confidently makes his way in, and somebody announces, "The ballroom doors have been opened. Suitors, please make your way forward." All right, you guys ready?
I'm following this dude.
You are stopped at the door. You are directed, as the guard says, "Courtiers, please make your way north, back to this way. And,
Yes, of course.
Yep. Boop, boop, boop. You are lined up like cattle. Because that's what you are. A whole row of you. And you find yourself next to Reginald Armistice. Further down, Rosewater Lene, a man who you don't exactly recognize, and somebody who resembles Reinhardt. And you're now all currently standing here. Blah, blah, blah. The courtiers are redirected up. And the room begins to fill as the ballroom is set up and the musicians begin to play some soft music in the background. Soon enough, a pathway is cleared, and
Play some Joji.
Xerxes makes his way through with Ravenna. And makes his way over to the center, over to a small table where some other courtiers are taking notes. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. This guy. Blah, blah, blah. Talking to Xerxes. This guy. This guy. I knew I was missing somebody. And grab all of his goobers. Brilliant. Okay. Well, here we are. Welcome to the gallery. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Grand Waltz. Xerxes makes his way to the center floor. There are musicians playing near the back of the room on a stage that, I should probably, actually draw. I'll indicate here real quick. Make this like a thingy. A little stage. I should probably just bump this whole thing back. It's a great thing about contracting. It's really easy to just make little changes like this. We're just gonna do that. Ta-da! Xerxes makes his way to the center of the room. The band is silenced, and he begins addressing you. Gentlemen, I would like to welcome you all to this suitor ball. It is a most special occasion. His eyes are coldly scanning the crowd. It makes no reaction as they pass over Malachi. It is my pleasure to have you all here, and I hope you are all able to enjoy yourselves tonight. To begin our formal set of events, we will start with the Grand Waltz. Ravenna, if you would. And she walks forward. And he says, to begin, Ravenna will pick one of you. Each of you will dance with her. And that is how we shall kick off the evening. Please feel free to continue with the hors d'oeuvres, but stay in your respective areas. Let us begin. Okay. Ravenna scans the crowd, and she immediately points. At first, you think it's at Abel Barakat, She points at St. Lucius, who thinks she's pointing at you, Malachi. He goes,
I just kind of nudge him.
oh my god.
Don't
God.
leave the princess waiting.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. And he walks up. And the second that that's over, the line sort of untenses. The guards and some other of Xerxes' courtiers tell you that you're able to mingle. Just stand in the back wall here, clear the floor, and the rest of you will be picked as she sees fit. But the first dance is underway. Please be respectful. Don't be loud, but feel free to continue drinking and eating the last of the hors d'oeuvres as they make their rounds.
I think before he left, I would have taken the marigolds from
Oh, you mean from Antivirus? Yes. Yeah. Very well. Are you holding them, or have you incorporated them into your outfit?
No, I'm holding them.
Okay, got it. All right. Well, there are some hushed murmurs. Not any real conversation. Duke Longshire has his arm crossed and quietly leans over to Abel and says, "I don't think I've actually waltzed in over 3 years. This is going to be interesting. Good thing my feet don't forget how to do the whole jig. Should be all set on that front.
Yes, well,
You just shake the
I
rust
hope you
off."
go before me, and I'll learn from you.
Yes, we'll see. I don't know how much there is to learn. It's really just counting. You can count, you can waltz. Well, some people can't count. And as he looks over at St. Lucius, the poor boy is doing his best, but Ravenna is whipping him around the dance floor. You don't really know what they're talking about. He is visibly uncomfortable. He is trying to keep up, and the Duke is just leaning over and saying, "See, the issue is he's not taking a dominant stance. He needs to be leading, but he's being led." Which, from what I hear, that's sort of her thing. But the boy needs a spine. And he starts breaking down some of the mistakes that he's making in the timing. And he actually points something out that the Debellums didn't tell you about, and you're not sure if it's relevant to this or not, but he actually seems like he knows what he's talking about. He goes, anyways. And he crosses his arms again and goes and finds an hors d'oeuvre. Nobody else is really having conversation. A few minutes pass. Victor is somehow alive. But at the end of things, she kind of...
Can I ask?
Yes.
Can I ask? What's Ravenna's face as she waltzes? How well is she waltzing?
Extremely well. It's like she's gliding across the floor, precision in every move, and it is a sport to her. A blood sport. And she's reveling in it. Because the looks that she has as she is toying with Victor is one of pure, spiteful, delusional happiness, restrained by a tempered facade, which cannot completely hold her joy. And at the end of it, she releases Victor, who nearly loses his balance, gives a quiet but audible scoff, and then just gestures for him to get back over with everybody else. And Victor kind of shuffles away, attempting to hold himself up, and just kind of slinks back into the corner of the room. And Ravenna says, "Who's next?" Armel Linnae puts a foot forward, and then Duke Longstar says, "Let's get this over with." And just makes his way onto the floor. Armel gets about halfway there, and the Duke does not stop. He does not care. He stops dead short of her, straightens up. He's about a head and a half taller than her, and he extends his arms, and she takes them a little confused, and he immediately attempts to take command of the situation, shall we say.
He's gonna die.
This dance is not quite as fluid as the last one. Victor was getting ragdolled, but this is like two boars in a pit fighting each other with tusks going at it. Longshire is pretty strong. He seems pretty fit, but they are not at all in sync. And they seem to be having a conversation. And every now and again, Ravenna will smirk, and then the smirk will just go, and she's just irritated. And then Longshire's laughing. It is not a good dance. It is not coordinated. She is almost really actually fighting him the entire time, to the point where at one point you think she's just gonna deck him. And it goes on for a while, until he spins her, and the crowd goes, "Ooh!" But then she gets back, locks eyes with him, and it's just like annoyed. They're trying to outdo each other. So, it's a fierce competition. In the end, you can see that they both get caught up in trying to win, and they don't exactly realize that for the most part, they just look bad. And at the end of it all, he lets go of Ravenna. She says something to him, and he nods, and he just kind of shrugs and walks off. And it's the second that he gets to the crowd, he says something under his breath, not exactly near you, and you can't quite hear it unless you were to, roll pretty high perception. But then he makes his way back and goes over to talk to Victor.
I'm rolling perception.
Go ahead.
22.
He goes, "Not the worst I've done."
Okay, so I got 22 on that. All right.
Mm-hmm. The most important roll.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, Ravenna waits expectantly for the next brave candidate. Armel's gonna go up. Ernst at this point is leaning against the wall. Reginald is looking disinterested. Rosewater and Grafton seem to be talking, and you're kind of just on your own at this point. Armel and Ravenna,
No, I'm gonna join the conversation with Longshire and Lucius.
Okay, all right. Longshire appears to be consoling the kid, and he says, "Don't be too hard on yourself, kid. She's a bitch. It's not a big deal." He's having a bad time. He's in the corner saying,
I just kind of pat Lucius on the shoulders and then I'm gonna move over to the Reinhardt guy.
Okay, interesting. He is definitely a Reinhardt.
Myself.
Okay, how do you introduce yourself?
I give him like a little head bow. So I don't believe I've made your acquaintance. I am
No.
Abel Barakat.
Ernst Reinhardt. He looks a lot like the general. He has sandy hair with black roots, clean shaven, relatively muscular. He's wearing a black rose, gold vest, a black frilled shirt, and black and gold loafers. So he certainly is keeping within the theme of the Reinhardt / Debellum palette. Ernst. Yes, Reinhardt.
Well, I suppose. How good are you at waltzing?
I don't know. It's not really my thing. He's not even making eye contact with you while he's saying this.
Did you not wish to be here?
I have to be here. Doesn't matter what I want.
I understand that.
Yeah, looks like they're done. All right, you completely missed Armel's dance. he is no longer composed. His lily is not in his shirt. He's sweating profusely, and he's pissed. And he looks like he's about to say something, and then he just doesn't. He just says, uncouth, and opens the doors and walks out. He's gone.
I'll
did he say?
go next.
Uncouth.
Ah.
Okay. Well, have fun. You walk up.
I give a low bow.
Mm-hmm. Ravenna returns with a subtle
Makes
nod
sense.
and curtsy. And she offers you her hand.
I take it.
So, what's your story?
Well, I have traveled a lot. And I'm very interested in the thought of settling down at some point. And when I heard that the opportunity that was suggested by the Debellums, I decided I would take it.
Mm-hmm. Far away from your family?
Not as far. My brother is not too far away after all.
Your mom passed recently, though, didn't she? Or is it just that you
She
haven't
did.
seen her in a long time?
She did, but it feels much the same.
Yeah. I know how that feels, actually.
Do you?
Not that you'd be interested in that.
Why wouldn't I be interested in that?
I think you know why you're here. Don't
I
you?
think you
Think-
presume too much.
I think I have every right to presume.
Hmm.
The
I
dance
solely
is...
wish to have a dance with you.
Roll performance, please. We gotta see how the dance is going.
18.
It's going pretty well. She is locked into the conversation, and she has clearly improved a lot. And so far, this is the best dance of the evening. Not that the competition is fierce, but still saying something. All right, she says, so if I'm being presumptuous, tell me, what should I be presuming? Tell me about yourself then. We have this time. Open up. Be honest.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you that I have a deep love for Lucine, its culture, its people.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
Actually,
Not all of
very
its people.
much. And why do you say that?
Well, some people only want to cause trouble. For me, or my father, some people make things difficult. Some people kill members of our noble houses. Some people unleash dragons that destroy our city. And those people need to be stopped. But
And I agree.
the other people are fine,
I agree
guess.
that those people need to be stopped.
Hmm.
I suppose, though, I wonder who would have a dragon in the first place? Who could have a dragon? I mean, after all, your father is the most powerful person in all of Lucine and much of the lands nearby as well.
So most people
I would-
think.
Hmm.
Who do
Yeah,
you
but
think is the most
mentioned
powerful
something about-
person on Mandril?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Like John or...
No,
Abel.
Ravenna's asking you.
I do not know. I do not know. I must confess I do not care much about who is most powerful. If I did, then my being here would solely be a political move.
Hmm. And it isn't?
No.
Then what is it?
Perhaps a chance to get to know someone.
Are you telling the truth?
Am I?
I don't know. I'm the DM. I'm
I am.
asking you. Okay, persuasion, please.
"21."
Well, then I guess we'll just have to see how the evening goes. It's very hard to win the approval of my father, you know, even if you somehow win mine.
Well, let me just say this. You're a much better dancer than some of the others made it look.
Okay, you finish with a flourish, and the audience applauds. You make your way back with the others?
I bow
Okay, great.
and take her hand.
She curtsies? Yep, okay, cool. Alright, we are about halfway through the Grand Waltz before we make our way to the balcony. There is no sign of Grodger. Things are looking weird on that front. I guess only Sable knows about his condition, and so far it hasn't improved. But on the other hand, it's dark. Cagliari, what are you doing?
So
Mm-hmm.
the guards haven't like moved, right?
Oh no.
I mean, I could just send it, you know?
You could just send it.
I mean, I'm gonna be spending like max a minute up there.
Yeah.
So even if they call reinforcements, it's not like they're gonna show
true.
up immediately.
That's true.
I might. Okay. Sketchy. All right. I was actually thinking of just pulling my disguise off and walking up, with and using my what's it called?
Compelled duel?
No, my channel divinity to
Oh,
give me
okay.
+5 to intimidation,
Oh dear God. Okay.
so that I'll have +17 to intimidation.
Is that
And
what you
I'll
would like
just-
to do?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna tell them, you should go home.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
24?
All right. Well, you walk up, you catch one of the guards go, "Oh my God, is that?" And then you let the line rip. Both of them are gonna make wisdom saves. This guy just starts walking away. The other guy goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you doing? What am I going to fucking kill us? What are you talking about?" This guy leaves. The other guy considers the situation, thinks for a second, holds his finger up in the air, and then leaves.
Okay, cool. Can I just... I guess I could just walk in?
Could you?
I don't know, is the door open?
All right, you can go ahead and try it. The door's locked.
Okay, well then I'll just start climbing the side of the
Okay,
building.
roll acrobatics for me, please.
23.
You scale the wall relatively effortlessly and find yourself getting to the third floor. Now, if you just hop up in front of the window, you might be seen immediately. So how do you want to do this part?
I don't care if I'm seen
Okay, so you're just
at
gonna
this point.
hop right onto the window and just peer inside.
Yeah,
Roll for me perception with disadvantage.
okay. Still a 10.
Okay, you see two figures in the window. You can't exactly make them out, but you presume you know who they are.
Okay. I'll Misty step onto the table.
You misty step onto the table, and your suspicions are confirmed. Even though they saw you, And we're about to react. First, I would like you to roll initiative, just so we get it out of the way. We'll see how quickly they react, because who knows if
11.
they react to violence. Okay, 11 compared to, okay, good to know. Thank you. You misty step onto the table, and then you do what?
Well, which one looks scarier? Like, which one looks more combat capable?
Neither of them look like pushovers.
Oh, great. I'll stab Blackthorn.
Okay.
He's got the scarier name.
Well, congratulations. You have a surprise round, so even though you are last in the initiative order, you may go ahead and
Yay.
attempt to stab Blackthorn, who goes, what the?
Yay! Kill! I only have 15 to hit.
I don't have the stat block up. Hold up.
Okay.
Pretty sure he's not wearing it. Yeah. Oh yeah, that hits.
All right.
All right, now make sure he dies.
Yeah, okay, I rolled max damage on the rapier for 15. Now my sneak attack.
Oh boy.
Okay, that's another 8. Then I'll put a second level divine smite on there.
Okay.
So that's, what is that, like 2d8?
I don't know.
3d8.
You're the guy.
I know I'm the guy. But that's another 20 damage.
So what's the total damage?
35 plus 8, that's 43?
Okay. He screams, goes, and he slams his fist on the table before reaching for a long sword at his side, or a short sword
I'm
at his
gonna
side,
take
rather.
my second attack now.
Yep. Okay.
17 to hit,
That'll hit.
and then another max damage 15 on the rapier.
Okay, so we were at 40 something an hour. What was it? 40 what?
43 plus 15.
Okay.
What? Does he have like 2 health?
No, is it 15 total damage? That's it?
Yeah, I can't do another sneak attack or.
Okay. So I just want to clarify. You did 58 damage, 43 and 15.
Yeah.
Okay, he has 58 health. He's dead. Give me the and falls down, and Martin goes and immediately stands up, backpedals, and pulls out from his side a rapier, which he's wielding upside down, and he seems to be using it as a spellcasting device.
Let me get upside down.
Well, yes, because it is both a staff and a rapier. It is a cane sword, in fact, to be precise. A cane sword,
Okay,
which
so
is a casting
I got it.
thing.
He's holding it like
Like a cane.
so. Yeah, gotcha. I was trying to imagine a rapier upside down, and it's just
Yeah, I
just
should have.
like
It's fine.
it's like holding a cylinder upside down. Like what side?
Yes,
What do you
yes.
mean?
Okay. Well, he is. Lord.
I'll
what
use
am I going
my
to do?
bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay. I need for you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 9.
You fail. Confusion.
Darn!
I roll a d10.
I don't know what that does.
You need to use all of your movement to move in a random direction. You are not allowed
Okay.
to take an action when it is your turn.
Okay.
The guards are going to be entering the turn order now. One has an initiative lower than yours, one has an initiative higher than yours. The next round, actually no, yeah, this round they should be in. The one guard is going to move a full 30 feet, charge up the table, and attempt to tackle you.
Okay.
He is going to make an athletics check. He rolled a 21.
I got a 23.
Okay, well, you are not grappled. He's going to use his second attack to again attempt to grapple you. That is a 7.
I got a 19.
Okay, well, you are not grappled. The other guard is going to move in position further down and prepare a crossbow, but he can't really get a clean shot on you, so he's going to hold. I think it's going to be... Yeah, Martin was lower. No, Martin was higher than you. It was just a surprise round.
Yeah.
So now... technically, I skipped... Okay, you should still take a turn here. but then I'm gonna go back to
But
Martin
I
because the
don't,
guards are
because I'm
weird.
confused.
You don't. You have to use all of your movement to move in a random direction. Which
Okay.
I'm just gonna choose for you because I have the instructions on how that works. Yoink.
Make him roll a d8 for the direction.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
That's what the instructions are, but it's just easier if I do that
Oh.
because it has an instruction on which one. So this is gonna be north, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna move into this corner, which is gonna provoke an opportunity attack, which you can't do anything about. That is only a 17 to hit. I don't think that's gonna do it, is it?
Nah,
Okay, well, it's a 18, but I don't think that does it either, so it doesn't matter.
no.
Okay. That's all I can do for his opportunity attack. He can. Should he take a shot? Yeah, he'll just take a shot at you while you're in the corner. Wow, that is a miss. Okay, cool. The guards are done. All right, Martin reviews. What am I to do here? What am I to do? I don't know if you get to re-roll. Yeah, you can make another wisdom saving throw now for me, please.
Damn it.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna Ray of Sickness at max level real quick. Okay, that's a 15 to hit. So, incredible. Great.
Ray of Sickness?
Yeah. You don't know
Okay.
You don't know about no Ray of Sickness?
Don't worry about it.
It unfortunately didn't work. So, okay, cool. Technically it's this guard now, and then it will be. I think I've bungled the initiative. It's supposed to be Martin guard, you guard. So
You beansed it.
I did it. Because you said you got an 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's guard you, Martin, because Blackthorn rolled the higher one. No. Yes. Yes, I remember.
Well,
I didn't.
I blew him up with my mind.
I didn't do anything wrong. All right, guards charging. Okay, that's a nat 20. There we go. Now let's take our two-handed longsword and let's kill.
Yeah.
16 damage. Plus
Woo!
16 plus 420 damage.
Woo! Okay.
And a second attack is a natural 2. So that's
Nice.
not gonna do anything. All right, you are up.
Okay.
Move in a random direction, which I will determine. It is a 2. You are now moving northwest. All of your movement, which is what, like 60
Okay.
feet if you're dead? No, it's just 35.
35
All
feet.
right, back to the table. He's going to opportunity attack you. It's a nat 1, which means nothing happens.
Woo!
Martin's going to try again. I rolled a 5 plus 9. This is ridiculous. He's just going to go, what is that stupid thing not working? Ah!
Oh, I get to make another save, right?
You do. And the other guard's going to attempt to shoot you again. That's 4. That's nothing.
I only got a 12. That doesn't do it, does it?
No, it does not. Which means this guard immediately goes back again and goes to stab you. That's only a 16. That's going to miss. That's another 16. That's going to miss. It's your turn again. Which means random direction. 1d8, 4, 1, 2,
Oh.
3, 4. You're going to move this way into this
I
guard.
saved. I got a 21.
Congratulations. Next turn, you'll actually have a turn, but not before this
Yay!
guard pulls out a short sword and attempts to stab you as a 23 to hit.
That is just above my AC.
All right, kablamo. That is 8 damage.
Ow.
And then he can roll one more time. That is a 22.
That is my AC.
No.
Meets it, beats
I'm
it.
sorry. My brain's blowing up. It is a 20. It is a 23. It doesn't matter. Max damage for 10 damage.
So, what was the first one? 8?
8 and 10.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Martin has one more chance to actually do something. Why don't we? Martin,
I
why
like
don't
the implication that he's not gonna have a chance next turn.
Why don't we do something? Well, he knows the confusion just wore off, so we're gonna cast Fog Cloud. We're gonna make it real hard for you to get out of here.
Okay.
What is Fog Cloud? Well, I'm gonna say it's like yoinky. 20 radius, right? So this is gonna be massive. 20, 24, so it's something a little smaller, but it's pretty much this. Pretty much just fog clouding it out. Just gonna put it right here under me, and you're just immersed in fog. Yar. Pretty sure that's it. Let me just confirm this. Heavily obscured, lasts for the duration. Yep, that's it. So you can't see anything effectively. It is now this other guard's turn, but he can't do. I mean, he can attack with disadvantage.
True.
I think. No, that's a dirty 20. That's not enough, right?
Nope.
So I'll try that again. Nope. Okay, that's it. This other guard's turn, who is going to leave the room and go to get reinforcements. What do we got?
What a nerd.
50 feet. 50 feet. You can pretty much only get here. You're up.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
So I now have 2 more AC. Yay. And then I'm going to just go for where I remember Martin being.
Okay. You'll probably orient yourself. I'll do this.
I do have Hunter's Mark on him, which gives me
Okay,
advantage
then you're
on
fine.
perception checks to find him.
We'll just do this then. I'll make you roll. Alright, he's
Yay!
here. Here's the man.
I'm gonna stab him.
Oh boy.
17 to hit.
That is his AC.
Yay! Another max damage roll.
Oh my
15.
God. Oh my God.
Show me the sneak attack. Another 5 damage. So that's 20 damage.
Okay.
I'll put a little smite in that too.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, no, you
first
go ahead.
level smite.
Put a little smite
First-
on it, yeah.
Put a little smite on that.
Don't worry.
Another so 25 damage.
Another 5 damage. Yeah, let's just throw that there.
All right.
Okay, ow.
And then nat 1 on my second attack.
Okay, great. Fog Cloud goes down immediately.
Yay!
Chill Touch, go! 12. He has not rolled above a 10 on the face of the die.
That's half of my AC right now.
Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. Well, that's that. The other guard's going in. He's going to try to tackle you. There's nothing else that's working. That is a 19 on athletics.
I got a 17.
You are grappled. Yes, he's going for a grappling pin. 18.
Oh, I gotta do another.
Yes, he's trying to restrain you now that
This
you're
one's a
grappled.
25.
Okay, you are grappled. You are not restrained. And
Okay.
it's your turn because the guard with the higher initiative is out of the room. He's getting reinforcements.
So I could attack Martin with disadvantage, or I could attack this guy normally. Right. I'm gonna. Oh, I forgot to roll my Hunter's Mark damage on Martin. Let me do that real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So it's another 3 damage.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite and then attack the guard.
Okay.
That is 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay. Well, first of all, let me do the damage. 13 damage,
Okay.
and then Thunderous Smite damage is 6.
Okay, he's
and
dead.
oh, okay. Well, his body gets launched across the room.
Oh, wait. Which way does it get launched?
Away from me.
Which way away? Because if it's down, how far does it get launched?
Pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
Okay, yeah, no, we're fine. Okay. Okay.
You wouldn't even fly out the window? That would have been sick.
I thought it would have been crazy. I thought it was possible.
Alright, I'm gonna use my second attack on Martin.
Okay.
Oh, 13 to hit.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no! 18.
All right, don't worry about it.
Woo!
My gosh.
Is it my turn again?
Yes.
Yay! Oh, only a 13 again.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, the second one's a nat 1. Oh,
All
come
right.
on.
Okay.
You
All
hate
right.
me.
We're
You
back.
hate
We're back.
me.
We're so back.
You hate me.
We're so back. All right. Bonus action, Misty Step into door jam. Goodbye, wench. Cloud kill.
Didn't. Okay.
All right. Con save.
Oh man, I'm so bad at those. I got a 14.
Failure.
Okay.
25 poison damage.
It's halved to 12.
Yes. I'm just gonna do this. It's like massive. I think what is it, 20? It's 20. Yeah, because I forgot to rescale the thing, but it's fine. It pretty much covers the whole room and stops at the doorway. Okay, I'm going to 10 feet away from you. When a creature enters the spell area for the first time, return, must make a con save. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I think that's it.
All right, I'm gonna charge at him.
Oh boy.
And then do another 2 attacks. The first one's a 26 to hit.
Well, that'll hit.
Okay. Gotta make sure, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the old sneak attack. So that's 20 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll do my second attack because I don't want to use my last spell slot on smite. 20 to hit.
Yep. So 20 damage on the first one.
20 damage on the first one, 14 on the second.
14 on the second. Okay, he is very bloodied.
Oh, and I gotta apply Hunter's Mark to both
twice.
of us.
Yep. 2d6.
Yeah. So it's another 3 and another 5.
5 for another 8 damage. He is not.
Yeah.
He is not doing good.
I like level 10. I get to roll so many die.
Okay. Con save failed. Cloud kill is gone. Okay. Okay, yeah. This is fine. This isn't a problem. I'll just burn the other spell slot. Misty step.
Go further into the room.
Jump out the window and cast Featherfall.
Hey. All right. Can I run and jump and try to tackle him in midair?
Oh yeah. What's your movement, like 60 with bonus action stat? Yeah, you can do that. All right, make for me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. All right. That is a 28.
Yeah, I think you got it. Okay. Mid-air, Martin is feather falling. He turns around and he sees you launching towards him and goes, "Ah!"
All right. Can I attack him now? What's going on?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, only a 13.
It's not gonna do it.
And a 12.
It's not gonna do it.
Darn.
Here's where things get interesting. You are going to fall 3 stories. Which we'll just do,
Holding on to a guy that's feather falling.
Oh, you're holding on to him. You're grappling
I thought
him.
that was the point.
You can.
Yeah, I wanted to tackle him in midair.
Oh, okay. You wanted to tackle him. Okay. But how are you going to tackle him and stab him at the same time? Or are you stabbing
Well, I
him
don't
and
have to tackle him and then stab him.
Okay.
That's why can I like attack? And you were like, yeah.
Oh.
I went, okay.
Okay. Yes. You can attack, but if you're going to attack him, you can't grapple him and then attack him, and then like you got to pick your poison. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Well then, what do I do? Because I already rolled.
Make a dex save.
I only have plus 11 to that, so it's a
that's
dirty
not good.
20.
Well, that's going to have the damage, so you would have taken 13 fall damage, you instead take 6 as you brace yourself on the ground. 3 guards are charging in at the time that the glass breaks. What do you mean, come on?
Well, I was up there for it's been like 30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So they're running towards the building. Do you know how long it was going to take them to get into the building? And through the building? Pretty long. But for them to switch posts from elsewhere on the streets, not too bad. They covered a lot of ground. All right. Noticeably, these guards are in different heraldry. This is City Watch, and there is not a guard. The guard that went for reinforcements, you do not see. Martin is still above you. Featherfall's not concentration, so he's chilling on that front. He is just going to launch a ray of sickness down to you and pray that it actually hits, which it finally does, for a total of 18 poison damage.
That gets halved to 9.
He cannot win. And he floats.
He cannot win.
He floats the rest of the way to the ground and braces themselves. In the meantime, the guards roll initiative. One of them gets really high and bull rushes you. Goes for a charge. That is a 3. And that is a 14 plus 6 for dirty 20. It's not going to do it. You are up.
I'm gonna stab Martin again,
Okay.
ignoring the guy behind me.
Yep.
That rolled so much. 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
No way.
Yes
Max
way.
damage on that dies for 15.
Okay.
Let me look at sneak attack rules for this. I don't know if this guy being behind me actually matters or not.
Okay.
I don't think it does. Additional, you don't need advantage on the attack roll to use your sneak attack against a creature if you are within 5 feet of it and no other creatures are within 5 feet of you. It does matter, so I can't sneak attack him.
Got it.
Death.
So 15 damage.
15 damage.
Okay, great.
And then
Perfect.
I will do my second attack
Okay.
for 20 to hit.
Yes.
All right, and then another 11 damage.
I had 1 hit point. He is down.
Well, yay!
Now, there are...
There's also no Hunter's Mark doesn't matter.
Okay. There are people here who could stabilize him, but he is dying.
Cool.
Now, the other 2 guards rush you and immediately attempt to tackle you. With advantage, we have a 19.
I have a 27.
Okay, they go for it again with an 18.
I got a 23.
You are unpinnable. One final guard makes an attempt to pin you down with a 12
I got a 19.
and with a 17.
27.
Untouchable. It is your turn.
The plus 11 to acrobatics.
Yeah. Untouchable.
I'm gonna stab Martin again, and I get advantage because he's prone.
Wow.
17 to hit.
That is his AC. That is 2
Well.
failed saves.
All right, then I'm gonna stab him again.
You let Jacob make this creature. Unkillable creature.
21 to hit.
21 is a hit. Martin is
right.
bleeding on the floor and unrecoverable.
Yay! I did it.
You did do it.
Bonus action, Misty Step, 30 feet away.
Holy crap.
That's my last second level spell slot.
Yep.
I'm saving it.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna run 35 feet, and then the next turn I'm gonna run.
Holy crap. Okay. Alright, well there's very little the guards can do. 65, 65. Alright, let me check something. This is City Watch, which means this is their kit. What do we got? What's our range on this? Oh yeah. Okay. Get ready for a bunch of D4s to smack you in the face.
I haven't been rolling concentration. Let me roll some concentration real quick.
A barrage of magic missiles assail you.
Oh darn.
20 force damage plus another 12 for the number of darts, because it should be a d4 plus 1. So 32 force damage as a volley of magic missiles makes its way into your back. And then the guards run a full 30 feet, but you are beginning to outpace them. You're up.
I go yowza, and I use all 30 points of my lay on hands as my action.
Okay.
Because I had 3 health.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna use bonus action dash to move 70 feet this turn.
70 feet this turn. All right. 70 feet is going to get you up to the jump point, which you get to. They charge forward. One guy calls out again. You are getting hit with a second volley of magic missile.
This sucks, bro. Come on. Who has that amulet?
27 plus 12 is a total of 39 force damage.
I'm down.
Okay.
It's over.
I think that's it. That was
All of
their
come on,
ammo.
man.
What? This is a City Watch. They're kitted out.
Yeah, I don't understand how they got there so fast.
I'm pretty sure if we count the rounds, it was over 30 seconds, and in your failed investigation, you did not see them stationed on the other side of the street in Dragon Roost.
Oh, yeah.
You rolled a 4 on investigation. You saw 2 guards belonging to the Auxiliary Guild Hall. So, that's gonna be it. So mission succeeded, mission failed successfully. All right.
Well,
Nick still
now Rainey's
isn't
gonna have
here.
to come save me because that was the plan.
That was the plan. Did you have earrings?
She has sending stones, and she gave me one.
Okay, but not the earrings. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was also gonna give Cagliari my construct, but I can't actually communicate with it telepathically, so there's no point.
Okay. All right. The last few dances of the ball are wrapping up. Rosewater, Armistice, and Grafton have done their dances. None quite shown as brightly as the dance in the middle with, quote, Abel Barakat. And the Grand Waltz is effectively over, which means we are moving now as... I think this is still technically a little bit before the Cagliari situation happened, because it's not fully sundown yet. The sun is beginning to set, and now the evening is moving out to the balcony. So everyone is invited to
What's the
balcony
ring
down
on
the
Magic
hall.
Missile?
120 feet.
Damn.
I thought it was 60, but it
So
was
did I.
120. So, kind of crazy. All right.
Haters.
Truly. The venue is moved outside. All right, this hour, actually this is only 30 minutes before food. Pretty much all the hors d'oeuvres are gone at this point, but you're invited to walk onto the balcony, to talk, to politic, to do whatever it is you must do, engage in fruitful conversation. 30 minutes before we move on to the meal for the evening.
Is the Lene guy there?
Is it Hudawa? No, he's gone. He stormed out after his dance.
Oh, I thought he might have left the room, but not the building completely.
You do not see him whatsoever. But you are also mid-conversation during his dance, so... All
No,
right.
I mean, I saw him leave.
Yes, but I'm saying you didn't see his dance. You didn't see what led to him leave.
I see.
Okay. What are we doing, NTV Roos? Abel?
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing. All cool.
All cool.
Shooting
Yeah.
some
Shooting some
b-ball
b-ball.
outside of the school?
There's no basketball.
I'm gonna
This is the
fill-
school.
I'm gonna fill Antivius on him out on fill him in. What am I saying? Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fill him in on the dance and what happened. And I'm gonna like tell him I need him to give me a pep talk.
Mm-hmm.
And Tivius, I absolutely cannot. I hope she's a terrible person. She is. She's a terrible person. I can't be having sympathy for her. None.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like there's a butt.
God. What if she's just as much a victim, or at the very least a product, of the tyrant who raised her?
Well, I think the question you need to ask yourself is, do you have the time or the spare effort to deal with her, or do you just need to get through her?
You're right. You're absolutely right. Were you able to find out? Are there any servants or anyone perhaps you were able to find? Love to know any news of the Queen.
Oh,
Why don't you roll? Why don't you roll investigation for your conversation with the courtiers while you were forced in that pack?
I got 9.
You heard no reference of the Queen, and it seemed like a lot of courtiers were intimidated by you, so they didn't really want to talk to you.
I couldn't get anything out of them. They all seem kind of nervous. I understand.
I wonder why.
He is, as a reminder, wearing the Debellum Royal Guard outfit, which I have an image of somewhere. But he's in full mask in the regalia. It's involved.
Well, I just hope we're not playing this game only to fall into a trap. I don't know what they're getting at. She knows who I am. But I played it cool.
That's what I look like? I look like a dweeb!
Well, this is what you look like, sorry. This is it.
Mr. Norton Antivirus.
Norton Antivirus. I look like a dweeb. Sorry, kid. That's all we got in the costume shop. Well, any wishes for spending the half an hour before our next banquet event? Our meal.
I'll eat.
You will eat?
Folks. Not too much.
The hors d'oeuvres are gone at this point, so there's drinks, there's wine, there's no more food hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
Before he goes in search of anything to eat or drink, I just tell him, just be careful around food and drink, since, they know that you know.
Yes. Fair. Perhaps I won't be hungry tonight.
All right.
Eat from the plate of others, perhaps.
Sorry, yeah, thank you.
We traded.
Oh, that looks so good. Let me see.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm gonna ask Nick if he was eaten by a large bird.
Yeah, it's kind of important.
He doesn't have to show up. I know how we can end it off, but it's gonna be necessary for him to show up at some point. I can tee him up for next week is the best I can do.
I actually was planning on talking him up to Ravenna, but then I was like, shoot. I kind of want to still pretend I have no clue what she's talking about.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Nobody's actively engaging in conversation with you. It seems that Ravenna is having a conversation with Longshire. Some of the other courtiers are attempting to make their way over to get things done, but...
So where my boy St. Lucius at?
He's kind of chilling awkwardly, not really knowing where to go with his courtier. He's probably looking over the balcony at the city. Because you are now, for reference, you are on this balcony overlooking the rest of Lucine. You're over the gold quarter and the guild quarter. And behind you is the silver quarter. So.
I'm just gonna go out and just kind of like stare out at everything.
Okay. Would you like to roll perception?
Yeah, I'll shed a few tears as I do.
Of course, of course.
Home after so long. I'm finally home.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, it is not home to me. Perception roll will give us a grand total of 8.
Grand total of 8. Wow. All right. Well, you see,
I was supposed to have some. Well,
you see some of the familiar sights. You peer down, trying to get a look at where your apartment was, but it's covered by some of the other buildings. You have an okay view of the bottom half of the guild quarter. You look at a lot of the new construction in New Bellum, the ladder, and some of the other smaller houses there that have cropped up outside of the wall. You look at the cathedral, an orphanage, all now Savras versus the old Dragon Cathedral, which has fallen into somewhat disappointing repair. Much of the city is the same, but there's just more now. It's a strange feeling.
I'm gonna say a little prayer
Mm-hmm.
while I'm there.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, things continue. Ravenna seems to be making rounds of conversations with some of the other suitors and nobility. Things are more casual, more intimate. But you do not have to engage if you do not wish to. Anything you'd
I
like to
think
do?
because of how successful
Mm-hmm.
I think my dance went, I'm kind of like, can I do some inside checks to see if that's why people aren't really approaching me?
Yes, you can.
Okay. It's a 15.
It's hard to say. There's a lot of things working both for and against you depending on your angle. Number one, you're representing House de Bellum, which has clearly afforded you a lot of respect and fear. And after the performance, that certainly contributed to things. I think to everybody who doesn't know, you are now the most intimidating suitor. But someone does go up to approach you at some point late in the evening, breaking off from the rest of the crowd, and it is the Zaras, one of which whom I believe Malachi had a conversation with, the old dwarven lady, the Baroness Golem of Zara, who walks up and says,
I
"Well,
don't know if did I send to her?
I don't recall. I think you might have met in person." Or I think actually, maybe you did send her. I know that you had a diplomatic mission to her that went successfully, and she was incorporated into Orion's network. But she approaches you, says, "Well, young man, you certainly made an impression on the ballroom floor."
I give her a nod and a bow. Not as deep as the one I gave to Ravenna, but
Yes.
sufficiently low. And then I say, judging by the regalia and clothes and the nobility of ages, I would say you are Lady Golem of Zara. Yes?
You would be correct, young man. And I think you are, Lord Barakat's brother?
Yes, that is correct.
Ah, very nice. Strong and wise young man is he, very jovial as well.
Yes, Although I have to confess, a lot of that is due to my sister-in-law. He was rather droll.
She laughs, and the young dwarven girl beside her smiles sheepishly at the joke. Yes, that's not surprising. When I met my husband, it was relatively the same. Although regretfully, some of that compassion was not extended to others. My reputation as being a stern matriarch still holds. But I tried to hold on to a piece of him, even today, to soften me up.
Yeah. And
Well-
are you enjoying the night's festivities?
I am. I look forward to the full banquet. It is always a pleasure to dine in the king's court.
I have heard that historically there have always been some incredible balls. Rumor tells of one in which a particular song was written. And
Yes.
I'd only heard whispers of it.
On
Um,
special occasions, some pieces would be revealed. Lucine has many great artists and writers, some of which I wish would come from my house, but we are more craftsmen than artisans, although there is an intersection. The arts pure are something different entirely. Music is
Indeed.
been a beautiful thing, but inaccessible to my family, seemingly.
Well, I dare say, in moments of need, we'd much rather have your family than some of the best bards in the land.
Well, that's what I'd like to think. At the very least, it keeps the gold flowing, but that's hardly... My mic just blew up. That's
Yeah.
hardly all that matters in life.
So I do have a question about one piece in particular that has struck a chord with me. It has kept me company on many a night, and it has, on many of my travels, I have contemplated it. I'm no great musician myself, but I heard of this piece, a waltz, for Artemis, was it?
She nods solemnly, looks at the floor, says, "Yes, that is one that made quite an impact. The waltz for, well, the queen now."
The Queen.
Yes, Queen Artemis.
Oh, then I suppose it was written for her by King Xerxes, her husband.
No, it was written before that time. Actually. By, her first husband. Who, well, he's not around anymore.
Oh,
But,
I
Not to,
was not aware.
not to dull the evening, a shame, yes, but, allow me to introduce, my granddaughter, Galina. She, walks up to you. She's very short, but very pretty. And, extends her hand to yours, for you to, not like a handshake, but, you know, she's extending her finger. What do you call this? She extends her hands. You know what I'm talking
No,
you know what I'm
I
you know what I'm
kiss
trying
it.
to say.
Yeah, I kiss her hand.
And she blushes. She says, "Perhaps our families can get more acquainted. We are some of the eldest in Lucine at this point."
Yes, this is true. It is true.
These eyes have seen many things, as I'm sure Lady de Bellums has as well. Well,
Yes.
I won't take any more of your time, but it was good to talk to you. Oh, and your name, Abel, yes?
Abel, indeed.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Abel Barakat. Okay, and she
Pleasure to you as well.
makes her way back over. Okay. So Nick was eaten by a large bird, and he is dead forever now. So,
Great.
what actually happened is he got home. He only has his phone, and he's tired. So he's just gonna crash. Which means we're gonna move into the banquet as probably our last scene for the evening. Oh, poor Brendan and his internet. All right, the time on the balcony wraps up, and you are now filtered into a completely separate venue, as it's time for the banquet to begin. And I must prepare everything. Although this should honestly be relatively straightforward, because it's just food. But you know, sometimes things can be weird. Alright, there is a suture table with assigned seats, as well as a table with all the, not the courtiers, but the actual nobility on the other side. All of the other guests. Drag everyone over. Antivirus, yeah, you have to go with the courtiers now. You don't have a seat. You're a second-class citizen, so bye-bye. Alright, what's our assigned seats? We got Reginald, we got Duke, we got Victor. Let's stagger these so we can actually read them, and oh, look at you. Look at you. And we have an empty seat here. Curiously, and you are the closest to Ravenna, who's sitting at the head of the table. Congratulations. So, you are brought to your seats where there's light conversation as the next event picks up and is announced. What we have here is the beginning of our formal full course meal, which is a 3-course meal with a dessert. And things kick off relatively quickly. Xerxes doesn't handle this announcement. An individual just comes up and says, "We will now begin the first course. Please be seated. The first course will be served in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, yes. Please make your way, blah, blah, blah." Everyone makes their way to their assigned seats, and so all of the nobility are over talking to Xerxes, who, leans over. He makes his way over. He, is whispering to Fabrizio Falcone, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All these other people. Oogly Boogly is also here. Yippee. And the courtiers are kind of just around. And St. Lucius's courtier leans over to Antivirus and says, "I am most impressed with Abel's performance. He's doing quite well.
Indeed.
You've prepared him well, and you serve him well. And additionally..."
I nod.
Tell me, how long have you been a part of Lady de Bellam's royal guard?
Oh,
Did we go over his backstory at all?
The
Part of the
story
training.
was pretty basic. You're not actually a member of her guard, but because you're representing House de Bellum, you're dressed appropriately. But you're just
Right.
his personal aide
Right.
from Tarshiv, or wherever. But answer as you will.
hmm
So what did he ask specifically?
He asked, "How long have you been a member of the de Bellum Royal Guard?"
Well, funny that I only represent the house today. I am-
Ah.
I am his personal assistant.
Oh, so they made you wear this ridiculous outfit.
I nod.
I'm so sorry. Isn't it awkward? Can you remove the mask to drink, to eat, or must you keep it on
No.
the whole evening? Oh my goodness.
I am a symbol of the house.
Ah, I understand.
It's quite stuffy.
Yes. Well, I think you've done a fair enough job today. Be encouraged. I'm sure this is just a small part of the overall game we're playing, and hopefully it will reap you some reward, good sir. Yeah, he
Thank
pats you on the back, and he just makes his way over to some of the other courtiers, who all notably keep distance between you. All right. As for the table of the haves, now that we move away from the have-nots, the first course is being served. Our opener for the night chilled melon soup with mint paired with a light white wine.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Chilled melon soup with mint.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't make it. It's their recipe.
Eh, I mean, whatever.
Yeah. Now,
What kind of melon?
like, you know, melon.
Like honeydew,
Yeah, whatever.
a cantaloupe.
I don't think it would be. I don't think you would use watermelon.
You would not use watermelon. That's for
Wait,
sure.
Wikipedia says one of them is a Crenshaw melon.
Yo, that's true. Yeah, it's a Crenshaw melon. It's 100% a Crenshaw melon. 100% a Crenshaw melon.
We did it, Reddit.
Oh my gosh. All right. So as you get your dish, Malachi, you recognize from the smell, the aroma, and the look that this is a Crenshaw melon, not a cantaloupe, and your mind immediately goes to Crenshaw. Now the big question, are you going to eat it?
Hmm?
Are you going to eat the soup?
Gosh. There's a part of me that would really like to.
Okay, well, there's some time while things are served, because some people are more
But
concerned
we
with...
don't want to turn down the guest room.
Right. You have some time to think about it. You let me know. But in the meantime, Ravenna hasn't really said anything. She's looking around. Adrian makes his way over to shuffle to a chair, and he goes, "May I simply sit here?" And Ren goes, "Nope, that way, Tubby, right there. You're there for a reason." And he goes,
Tubby.
"Oh."
Oh,
He just goes to sit back down.
I almost forgot.
That she
Who
was
she
disgusting. Yeah, I'm telling you. I would like to attempt to sit closer to her. Oh, wait, I'm super closer.
You are. I
Anyway.
mean, you're already as close as you can get, technically. There's just this strange empty seat. And Longshire is just gonna lean over the table, putting his elbows on the table, and go, we're to ask, why keep the seat nearest to you empty? You expecting someone?" And she attempts to keep her composure. And goes, maybe not. Maybe I just don't like any of you that much. Maybe you have to earn the seat. And you haven't earned it, dick. He goes, "Duke. Why keep it so
Yowza.
formal, dick? Can't we just keep it casual, dick?" And he puts his hands
Fine
up,
boom
he
effect.
boxes from her view, and he just goes and he eats his soup. Well, the entire table is silent. Nobody really wants to talk to her.
I can fix it.
I will.
Okay. Gregory Grafton looks like he was about to speak up, but then you go for it.
I say, Princess.
Yes, Abel.
You know, I was wondering if you would, tell me how you became so proficient at the waltz, actually.
She currently has her right hand over her cheek as she's propping her head up lazily, and she is just playing with her soup, like spinning her spoon around, not eating it, and not making eye contact with you. And she says, "I don't know, practice. I hate
Do you
dancing,
know-
but I needed to get good at it, so I did. And I can do anything I attempt, so it wasn't that hard. It was just annoying."
Interesting. So, if waltzing is not to your favor, what do you like to do?
Well, Coliseum's fun. Sparring. Fencing. Sorcery. Bloodshed. And she looks up at you. It's the first time she makes eye contact. you know, girly things, I guess.
I say work. I mean, JK. I say, well,
Gregory's gonna lean forward and shoot his shot, and it's gonna go crazy. He's gonna say, did you ever see Circus when she performed? Before, everything. And Ravenna looks over. She drops her spoon in the soup and just stares him down with the most evil glare. And he just slinks back into his seat and goes back. And then she says, no. All right, she just goes back to kind of looking at the table with her hands in her lap, bored.
And then a dragon shows up.
Nope.
Please.
Nope. It'd be really convenient. It'd be really great. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool.
I feel like you're sabotaging our plan because the player isn't here.
That's not true.
and then I'm going to kind of just lean in a little bit and say, forgive me if this is too presumptuous to ask, but are you hoping to find a suitor here tonight? Not what your father, the king, wants, but
She kind
what is
of
your goal?
straightens her posture and clears her face. And then she just begins, her temperament completely shifts. And she just begins delicately eating her soup. He does not acknowledge the question you just raised.
I say, I only ask because there are things that we do because of duty, and there are things that we do because of our hearts.
Duke Longshire leans in. He says, I have to say, on that matter, because you're not being particularly quiet, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, I was leaning in for that first part, and then when she kind of didn't answer, I just kind of say it,
Okay. Okay.
you know.
All right. Duke Longshire interjects and he says, I must say, when it comes to matters of the heart, I myself haven't had much success, but I don't truly find an event like this to be too conducive to things. It's very devoid of, how do you say, passion. It's all this frivolity, this pretense, this post-teenage angst. And then he looks at Ravenna, who does not acknowledge him. But, it's not the worst way to spend a Friday evening, I suppose. Well, the table remains in awkward silence as everyone half picks at their first course.
I've heard that, wait, hold on, would that be public knowledge that she's quite good with magic?
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard that you are quite good, magically speaking. How did that come about?
Well, I was born, and that's about it. I mean, there was practice here and there, but some people are born with it and some people aren't. It's really that simple. But you wouldn't know anything about that, I'm sure. She looks over at you while picking at her nails.
And I say,
Now she leans in. She says, you see, she leans into you. She says, you see, some people are born special. Maybe their mom is special, or maybe their dad is special, and they get these powers. And it's pretty great. And other people don't get them, even if they're born from the same parent. And so they get bullied, they get sold, they get locked up because they can't protect themselves, because they're weaklings. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're failures. Some of us aren't failures, but some of us have siblings who just couldn't make the cut. Didn't deserve life. But you wouldn't know anything about that either, would you? Having a worthless younger brother? A sack of shit? Or are you the sack of shit?
I wish you could regale us with something simple here.
Oh, I think it's pretty simple.
Wow.
What?
You killed him.
Me?
That's Brandon. I think his internet's trash.
Rip.
Well, yo, I totally forgot what she said.
Yeah, probably wasn't important. It's probably for the
I just
best.
say- I just say, there are things, there are things that we are good at. There are things that we learn to love, and there are things that we learn to appreciate. My only reason for asking is that you know that the call of a noble house often pits our desires against our responsibilities. And it is always my wish that your desires line up with your responsibilities.
Don't you have a younger sister?
Do I need to do a history check? No, he doesn't
Uh,
have another sibling. Abel.
You can do a history check, but I mean, no, he doesn't have another sibling.
I look at her and say, I like point to myself. Say, I don't have a younger sister, but I've often imagined what that would be like to have a younger sister. Someone who would dote on you and be fascinated with you and also annoy you to no end, and they would share your context and they would know what your life is like, and then perhaps something terrible would happen. And you may not see them for quite some time.
Roll persuasion.
And they're
It is such a wild thing to say.
Out of context, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody else at the table is very confused.
I mean, I'm just thinking Duke is here. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
Scooching a little bit away.
Everybody else at the table is very confused.
And it's in those moments I say, well, perhaps it's good I didn't have a sister, because I couldn't bear the thought of losing one.
She goes back to eating her first course, quote unquote, unbothered.
You know, I hate to ask this. It's a little improper of me, but would you indulge me? One question.
What?
Have you, and I gesture to everyone here, but I say kind of lightly,
Mm-hmm.
A number of us here gathered to try and earn your affection, but have you truly ever found someone for whom you have affection?
She looks like she's really trying to keep it together, and you can't tell if she's about to break down crying or leap over the table and try to strangle you to death. It's about a 50-50. Sometimes it leans 25-75, either one. And she speaks up and she says, no, because all that I get are a bunch of stuck-up idiots who only care about money and power and looks. And what they don't understand is when they're trying to grab for all of those things, I already have them, and I don't need them. And the power they're looking for, I have more of. So what do they have to offer me? Nothing.
Can we see Ravenna again?
What?
Can we see a picture of Ravenna again?
Why?
Let's see.
You want to see
These
what she looks
so-called
like?
looks she says she already has.
Okay, alright, okay, hold on.
Yo.
It's not, like, involved. She is very fair. Like, the Hero Forge is not, like, you know... It exists. It's not like it was handcrafted to be exact. Where is she? She's somewhere.
I'm just imagining like she's
what if
like
she's
a
actually
3.
ugly?
She's like a 3, and she's like,
so
I
funny.
have that, and everyone's like, ooh.
Everyone's like, ooh, no. This is her.
Yeah,
We're just here because
you
you're the
have
king's
that.
daughter.
Mhm. I'm like, is she the kind of person who actually has it, or is everybody been telling her
No.
she has it?
No, she
No,
has
like-
it.
Your arms look like that.
It's because Hero Forge is dumb, but it doesn't matter. She's very beautiful. Rest assured.
He's not.
Not on Hero Forge, because Hero Forge is Hero Forge and exists only to give me like a proof of concept. But yes,
So,
she is pretty.
so Innes.
She
Okay.
says, so what do they have to offer me? Nothing.
You know, for someone like you who has it all, I imagine you'd love somebody who could entertain you. Someone who could tell you stories. Someone who could make you laugh unexpectedly.
Yeah, and you're gonna do that?
I don't know yet. I'm still learning your humor.
Well, it's gonna take a while. Why don't you start taking notes?
I am.
Alright. The first course passes. The dishes are gathered, and you move on to the second course. Did you eat any of your first course?
I had a sip of the soup.
Okay, understood. All right.
Start rolling
And
con saves.
TV Roos, are you eating?
Yeah.
You have a different meal provided to you. When you're expected to just kind of take it standing, but there's some sweet rolls, some bread, some other food. But to eat, you have to kind of like leave the main room. Well, actually, no, that's not true. You can just sit here. I forgot. I specifically made this for this, but it's a different meal. Not
I'll
yet
carefully
though.
eat under the mask once it's ready.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Second course is coming out after a short time, and we have roast pheasant with mild mushroom juice, wild mushroom juice, served with a truffle-infused root vegetable palette or tray. Nope, that's wrong. That's the other course. I lied. It's a butter poached lobster with saffron and citrus, accompanied by fresh garden greens. It's over. The whole thing's over. It's we're done. We're cooked.
It served the
servers-
wrong food.
Oh my
The
gosh,
server
they
served the
serve
wrong
the
food,
server
and-
comes out with a wrong course.
Killed.
He's dead. He's dead. He gets pulled aside. Xerxes walks over and goes, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" And they come out with the
He pulls
actual
him into the other
second.
room. You just hear, and he comes back, and the guy's gone.
He's dead. He's never coming
Oh,
back.
paintings on the wall shake.
Everyone goes, "Oh my gosh!" Yeah, butter poached lobster with saffron and citrus, fresh garden greens. That is the second course. Hope nobody has a shellfish allergy. Right. Well, the second course is underway. I think at this point, pretty much all the suitors have given up, except Reginald Armistice is going to speak up and say, "Oh my gosh, seafood? Are you kidding me? Can we get literally anything else? Like literally, like bread? Oh my god. Ugh.
Wow. Wow.
He's just not gonna eat it."
I just remembered where I remember him from. He's from the island to the south.
Oh yeah.
King Armistice.
Okay.
I mean, he's not the king. He's the. But yeah,
This is
I remember the
nephew.
name King Armistice.
There you go. That's him. All right. Any conversation over our glorious second course? The butter poached lobster, not the roast pheasant. We killed a man for that. Okay. Great.
Reginald was all hyped for the pheasant, and they took it
killed-
away, gave him
they-
a lobster.
Yeah,
and he's like,
he's pissed now. He's so mad. He was ready. All right. It's time. Rainy? Sable?
yeah.
It is time.
The plan is in the chat.
Oh yeah.
It's all been worked out.
Oh yeah. I'm aware. Grouger has recovered. He's stoic. He's ready. He's a little late, but he's ready. You make your way outside, and you find your proper location, which you've already discussed. You make your way into the back alley. The city is relatively quiet. Nobody pays you any mind. Even Rainy seems to escape without too many eyes on her.
I used disguise self, so I
Oh,
don't
perfect.
look blue.
Then literally irrelevant. Yeah, disguise self, bag of holding. All right, okay. Once in the alley, Grouger, cast invisibility on Sable. He gets into the bag of holding. Grouger's equipped with the sending earrings. Sable's equipped with the other ones. Sable, are you ready?
Yes.
You cast Dimension Door. You go straight up 500 feet. Rainy immediately reacts, cast Featherfall. As you begin to fall 60 feet, Sable, you are preparing the next Dimension Door. You go, boom, straight up, fall another 60 feet. Rainy, are you ready to dump Grouger out of the bag?
I'm ready to dump
Roll
Grouger
for
out of the
me,
bag.
roll for me acrobatics.
Oh no.
Help him out.
Don't make this rolls.
Help him out.
12.
All right, I will roll for Grouger. All right, you got a 3. Okay, you try to dump him out of the bag, upright. He tumbles around. He's upside down. He screams a little bit. He goes, "Oh, oh!" Okay. Sable, are you ready to cast Polymorph?
Yes, sir.
I need you to make acrobatics. Grouger tumbled out of the bag a little weird.
At 12.
You just barely can't reach him. Rainy, you need to cast Levitate on him.
What? Yeah. Okay, I do.
Okay. What did you get on your acrobatics? You need to reroll acrobatics.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
That one's 30-20.
Okay, praise the Lord. As Grouger tumbled out of the bag awkwardly, he was partially upside down, he flipped, Sable reached out, missed him, Rainy reached out, barely grabbed him, cast Levitate, he's floating, Sable in the middle of Featherfall is now able to cast Polymorph, Grouger turns into a young dragon and boom, takes off, and while the rest of you float down, a dragon makes its way overhead. You actively at this point hear the city recognize that there is a dragon flying overhead. It makes its way onto the balcony, lands with a substantial thump. The room shakes in the hall. Xerxes stands up. Guards around the room begin saying, "There's a dragon! There's a dragon!" Men-at-arms are rushing out of the room. The ball is in complete disarray. Ravenna is extremely confused, but also excited, and immediately grabs 2 daggers from under her dress and charges out.
She's gonna be so disappointed when she can't kill a dragon.
Just before anything else happens.
Yep.
Oh fuck. Never mind.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
cool. You are gently floating down, invisible currently, but that's it. And Rainy is also floating down, maybe invisible. I forget.
I'm not invisible until I drop the levitate, but since
it.
he landed, I can drop the levitate and go visible.
Okay. Lionel Reinhardt busts through the window, gears up, ready to fight. Ravenna is out. The courtiers crowd the window at this point, now with the broken glass. Some of them run away. Victor's courtier goes, what the hell? And immediately rushes the window. Are you going to look at the window, Antivirus?
Yeah, I'll go peek.
There is, in fact, a dragon. It has landed, and it is now, it now seems to be... Why did Visual Studio Code open? Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Alright.
He's leaking his code!
The dragon transformed back into Groucher, who's now standing on the balcony with a bunch of men-at-arms in front of Lionel Reinhardt. Is anybody from this table getting up and looking at what's going on? The
shit, I gotta go.
suitors table? Okay. You've done your most invaluable task. Thank you for your service, sir. Nobody else is getting up and looking? This is it? This is what we got? Okay, well. And
That's the music doing that.
I don't... Doing what?
It's wigging out.
Cutting out.
I don't know. Shouldn't be
It
doing
hates
anything
us.
at
Because you
all.
open Visual Studio.
Yeah, I just bricked it. I'm just gonna stop it. Grodger is sitting on the balcony, and I don't know if anyone can see it. Probably Antivirus. Her mouth is agape in shock, and she drops the daggers on the floor. And that's where we're gonna end the session tonight.
Nice.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stop recording now. Bye.